Hey, we're live, guys! Welcome back to D20 House, where a bunch of nerds get together, roll dice, and slay monsters. Tonight, it's Monday night, but because we have two of our main players off, because they're so talented and incredible, and they're doing a play here in town, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be playtesting my brand new RPG, very rules-light, survival-based system.
Drum roll.
Thanks. Inevitable. And if people enjoy the playtest, and if everything kind of works out, there aren't too many kinks, I'm hoping to publish it pretty quickly, I mean, within the next week or two. So, keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoy our stream. Tonight we've got
Chris,
Ty, T, Newt, and myself, Tafa, and we're going to have a great time. I hope all of you are ready to have a great time. This is a really weird crew, you know, this is a combination of people that never sit together.
I am so excited.
Not all of us at the same time.
These two.
We sit together usually every week.
We play video games.
We just never
On
the
stream,
four of us
you know?
together.
Yeah.
I've never played with this configuration of players.
No.
I have a D20. That's cool. Thank you.
I think it almost happened once or twice in West Marches. But
Oh, do I have to
Yeah.
roll this now?
Oh, the
Ty,
dark
did you roll the duck?
times.
I think-
Yeah, you gotta roll the
closest
duck.
we ever came
Yeah,
was like,
we all roll the duck.
I think it was
12. All right. So,
Chris, Ty, and I.
17.
Nice.
And the last time I recall was the Siege of not quite.
One.
Whoa.
So, here's a funny thing. We're not using D20s, so, you know, that's fine.
Rip.
We're using six-sided dice, and we are not using the tactical map unless people want to roll on the tactical map under the cameras, which is fine. I think I'm going to plan to. I have nothing to hide from you guys.
He's plotting to murder us.
I don't believe you.
I really don't. T, come on.
There's been a murder.
That being said,
I'm always suspicious.
guys, we're going to talk about rules just for a couple more minutes, and I think that's fine because this is a playtest stream anyway. You know, it doesn't have to be all action all the time, and the audience might have questions about things. So this is a 3d6 system. Guys, make sure you let us know if sound and everything is good too, or if anything needs to change.
Actually, don't, because I don't know how to change an AV and stuff. So if it's bad, just like.
Shit.
Grin and bear it.
Let us know. We can text Ian. if
Yeah,
you
let
have
us
to.
know. We'll figure it out.
Keep an eye on chat every now and then.
I got it pulled up on my phone.
Great. So yeah, we're gonna use D6s.
Cosmo, thanks for the prime.
D20s are great. Thank you, Cosmo. D20s are great, but you know, D6s have a sexy little bell curve from 3 to 18, and D20s are all just a flat 5% 20 times, which is lame. So I like bell curves. We like them curvy. So so this system uses now. Any of you have any questions about the main stuff that we've talked about or that you've been reading so far? The session report is the third part of game, but that happens at the end of session. Don't even worry about that yet. You just have to worry about your background and your skills. Any questions at all? Of course, we can ask more when we're in play. So please do. Good. Cool. I have one set of questions for you guys then, and then we're going to get started. Tell me. So you have two very simple rule sets that you use for this game, so it should not be overwhelming to add any optional rules. Do you guys want to talk about optional rules, or are we just going to get right into it?
Let's hear our options, Chief.
I personally would recommend the items and inventory rules, which if you get items that are appropriate for a job, you can ask me to use them on a skill check, give you a +2 bonus. If you fail the skill check really hard, though, you could break or destroy or lose the item in some way, so that's a thing. And then it's just like very basic rules about carrying capacity, so it's like you have to roll heave checks to carry shit around for a long time, you know, but you can stuff stuff in your pockets, backpacks. It's not like you get one thing in this pocket, one thing in that pocket. No. If you can justify it to me, do you like think a person in the real world could stuff this many things in their backpack, Tafa? I'm inclined to agree with you, and I think we'll just let it go, you know?
So what you're saying is my decision to be a woman is actually going to negatively impact me because I won't have as many pockets.
Gender diff. So, unfortunately,
Yeah, it's true.
Shit.
we're not doing tactical combat. We're probably not going to do sanity unless everyone's crazy. We can do some dynamic health and wellness if you guys want to be
We're living
interested
Baltimore,
in.
Of course, we're crazy.
If you want to be
You don't
interested
have
in
to live.
keeping track of how much
We
food
currently
you eat
reside
every
in
day
Baltimore.
and how much sleep you get every week. Did that just die?
Oh, it's just desync. It's not
It shouldn't,
going
it's
at the
like
moment.
plugged in.
Oh.
It's
You're right.
It's back.
It's just because it's not being used.
Die,
If you guys want to
No.
use dynamic health and wellness rules, which would include like if you get injured, you can get infections, you can catch diseases. If you don't sleep, you'll get insomnia, and you could die from that. Don't do that.
That's what they keep saying, but here I am.
I can live off 3 hours of sleep. Who else can? That's a normal thing.
So, do you guys want to go by those rules? Because if you do,
Let's do the food and sleeping. Come on, let's make it hardcore. If we're gonna
Okay.
die, at least die normally.
Oh.
health and wellness, items and inventory, and the last one I want to ask about is wounds, where when you lose health, your character gets slowly debuffed over time until you can recover health. Now you get to choose what your debuff is, so you know that's better.
I should have took more luck.
It's a bit of a death spiral. I'm not gonna lie, but this is a game about dying or not dying, so not in the same way that D&D is.
Is there achievement for speedrunning?
If I die within the first 30 minutes of the day,
Oh.
do I get an achievement?
Is that plugged in?
Yeah, it's welcome to Dark Souls.
It is not plugged in. I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna plug this in really quick.
So that's probably why it's having some rough
That's
stuff.
why.
Sleep is in fact for the weak. Many popular artists have written many songs about this.
Yes.
It's a popular topic. Don't sleep.
The Hat Man can't hurt you if you hurt the Hat Man.
I went to bed at 1 a.m. I had to work at 6 a.m. I can tell you, I don't feel great for it.
Buddy, I did 3 days on 4 hours of sleep when I did Country Jam.
Oh,
I was hallucinating by the end of it. It was.
yeah.
I don't recommend it.
No.
Changed my life forever, actually.
Yeah, that's not awesome.
Just roll dodge.
Okay. Wounds, not wounds.
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 I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Show thumbs.
Thumbs have it.
Do I
Okay.
have insurance in this land?
Not for
Hopefully
long.
the good stuff.
My policy is going to be through the roof.
You're revoking your policy.
Your life policy has been revoked. Okay. Okay. Everyone's ready to go. No other questions remaining. We'll discuss the optional systems, which you guys cannot read right now. We'll discuss those when they come up, and you guys are allowed to look at my phone and read if that makes you feel better. But, or I'll send you the link or whatever.
Yeah, I probably don't need to be like my eyes glued to the phone. Like if someone comes up, just help us with the rolls and everything else like that. And we can go
Absolutely.
from there.
Yeah. Cool. Then we're all good. We're all ready to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Spotify, you've done well. The doors at the front of Johns Hopkins University burst open, and dozens of people frantically scramble down the front steps and to the large kind of circular loop at Gate E, where everyone is hoping to escape out onto the street and find any means of flight from this now doomed university campus. The city of Baltimore, like much of the rest of the United States and the world, is slowly falling apart. I suppose it's not falling apart so much as it is being torn apart by the grabbing, wretched, hungry claws of the living dead. Those who months before many believed could never be real. We were fooled by our placebo drugs and by our false promises of safety and security. And now that the dead are crawling and clawing and tearing down our doors, we have all taken shelter here in one of the few places in this city that the government swore they would defend. The campus has fallen. And as 4 survivors sprint out onto the street, across from E-Gate, a car goes careening and crashes into the side of the road, only minor damages.
Truckoon.
But you see the driver goes scrambling out the driver's side door as a woman clambers after him, clumsily, slowly, very obviously dead. The 94 Buick station wagon is now abandoned, with its keys
Oh,
still
hell
in,
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
still in the ignition.
I'm running.
As the man sprints away, clutching the bleeding bite wound in his arm.
Oh no.
We got enough room for like 4 other people in
The
this
car is
station wagon.
yours now, and as 4 survivors zero in,
I do a perception, like how clogged are the streets? Baltimore, isn't that
you
a
don't
bigger
need to
city?
roll. It's a big city, and the hordes of the dead are close by. They are everywhere. You may not know the 3 people running for the same car as you, but you have very few chances to get another vehicle on this street.
Well, and how packed are the vehicles like along the road? Like, do we have a straight shot of driving for that car, or is it like other vehicles and crashing and other stuff going on?
It'd be tough, but there's enough room on the street right now, you could navigate. You might have to jump up on a sidewalk here and there, or drive through a park, but at the very least,
It's a station wagon.
it's a station
It'll
wagon.
make it.
And the streets
They
are
don't build them like
choked
that no more.
with the moans of the living dead.
How kind of Tafa to give us a Buick.
Really super important, relevant question.
Absolutely.
Do zombie movies exist in this world?
Yes,
It's
Okay.
our world.
Okay.
it is our world.
Perfect. One of my biggest pet peeves with all zombie movies is that they have zero knowledge of the living dead.
No, that's stupid.
The first thing I
People have knowledge of the dead. No one believed it was real, and
Sure,
governments
yeah.
kept the information down until it was too late.
Yeah.
And now it's too late.
So the first thing I'm going to do is, as we approach the vehicle, I'm going to actually just like take my time, be quiet.
the
I'm going
back
to like check, make sure there's not a second just in there or another bitten dude.
Roll perception.
I was not. I was running to get into the driver's seat as
Okay,
quickly as I
grab you.
can.
Is anyone going to try to stop her?
Yes.
Anyone else trying to get in the driver's seat?
Can I try to hide next to the door so that they don't know that I'm there, so that when they start the car, I can hop in because I think they're going to leave me?
Roll stealth.
That's so sad.
You want to stop her?
Well, not physically. They're like, wait. Okay, hold on.
Roll perception. Roll sprint.
Okay. It's a 1d6?
So how do we do the perception?
You're
if it's
just
a
running
skill
after
level
them, hoping to get a seat in the car.
Yeah, yeah.
so
but
I
I just
level
want
one, you
purchase,
get to
man.
add
That's
plus
all I
one
care
to
about.
You can figure out who they are.
Plus one per level.
So do we roll-
Absolutely.
it's a
Once
D6
we're
or a
surrounded by
3D6?
steel of the
I think it's
1980s.
3D6.
Is it 3d6?
94.
94.
3d6.
Okay, cool.
Because it's not at disadvantage or advantage.
No disadvantage right now.
Or
You're good.
do you take the lowest? Or?
No, you just take all 3.
Oh,
That's our
And
standard
then add,
roll.
if you add your skill, then you
12.
have.
Damn.
Well,
You have a
perception
skill.
of 1. So
Okay.
13.
13. Very good. There are no other ghouls or any other life forms in the vehicle. No corpses, nothing. There's a little bit of blood on the passenger side seat, but it's mostly dry. Kind of a thick black gel at this point. The dead do not bleed.
I think the car's clear. I think we actually take.
I rolled a 13 as well.
You get in the driver's seat before he's even finished warning you.
You see me, don't worry about it.
You like jump over the back of the car and like scramble around the passenger side and try to hide until you hear the engine turn over once, and then you're like, okay, jump in.
Yeah.
And nothing from you, right? Nothing fancy.
No,
Then you have to roll. You're
I
good.
just want to get in the car whenever everyone else is ready to get in the car. That's all I care about.
Hey, which one of you is the best driver?
They usually have my driver drive me.
Jesus.
Oh,
Get in the back.
No, I know these streets.
All right. Yeah.
I can get us out.
Your driver. I'll
Okay.
be passenger.
driver,
You get in the back.
passenger, backseat. We all jump in the car and we begin to navigate away. I now need everyone to describe the physical appearance and any other immediately noticeable like physical traits of your character.
Oh, I have a giant bite on my neck? No.
If you have, like,
I have a
accents,
tattoo of a bite mark.
obviously you don't have to speak in accents, but if you have an accent of any kind that's identifiable, if you have like a limp or some kind of injury, whatever, pop off. Chris, why don't you start?
I am a middle-aged man. He has a boonie hat, some aviators on. He looks about middle-aged, salt and pepper, just like on his beard that's starting to form. He has 2 fanny packs, one for his phone and wallet. He has one for his main one. You don't know what's inside of it. He also had a small little backpack that looks like for hiking. And he's wearing socks and sandals too,
So he's-
and
he's-
tan khaki shorts.
Is he a white guy with a bad tan?
Yep, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, I don't need your names. I don't need anything else. Ty.
He is a 26-year-old college student, who's really sad, wearing a T-shirt that's pink and has a Kirby on it.
Do you go to Johns Hopkins?
No, I like the campus.
Got it.
They didn't accept me.
T?
Nice. Cool. So she has dark brown skin, about collarbone length hair, very thick, straight, black. Speaks with not like a heavy Indian accent, but it's definitely there. Interesting that when, as she's driving us, as she's driving everybody out of the city, when she curses, it's in French.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, in the back seat, about 5'8", just fiery mane of red hair and like a green trench coat, pale complexion, freckles, like summer sky blue eyes, speaks with a heavy British accent.
Okay.
Yes, PJ boy, I did.
What?
PJ boy knows. Sorry,
Found out.
He understands. I'm not going to speak in an Indian accent
No.
because I can't do that.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
We need to come up with a plan.
We are all in this car together.
So I think that we should drive slow enough just to make sure once we see a big horde, we either try and get out of the car and book it. Like, it depends if we hit roadblocks or not. If more of them just pile up, I don't want to be stuck in a tin can.
I think we need to get out of here, out of the city center as quickly as we can.
That's actually a fantastic. Does everyone have their seatbelts on? Do you have a knife?
Jesus.
It's important. It's relevant to the seatbelt question. Because in the case of a car crash, the seatbelts will lock, and then we won't be able to get out, and we're going to have to cut them free.
You guys may have whatever equipment on your person that you can justify, nothing like crazy.
How long has it been?
It has been since the beginning of the Great Panic,
Uh-huh.
3 months. Since the very first outbreak in the United States, 5 months.
How long have we been holed up in the university?
Less than a week.
Cool.
For the most part, normal life was kind of held together for the first month and a half, basically 2 months of the panic.
Uh-huh.
Alpha teams were kind of keeping the outbreaks down. People were feeling pretty okay. There were some new laws coming into effect. Police were better armed and equipped to deal with the problem. And then kind of all at once, everyone freaked out and the entire issue exploded all at once.
Got it.
Have there been any cases of other species getting infected?
No.
Okay.
This is a human plague. They are not infected people. They are dead. These are definitively corpses.
Gotcha.
They are slow. They're unintelligent. They're brutal.
And do the governments understand how it spreads?
By bite and by transfer of fluid.
Okay.
However, they have very little fluid to speak of,
Yeah.
really. Their blood is just like a black gel at that point. It's not even blood anymore.
Yeah. Horrible ichor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have access to phone service?
You do still have phone service.
I think the quickest way out of here is that we actually get over to the channel and try and find a boat.
Are you?
I'm not shitting you.
I'm
I could
checking
actually
what I
just go
have.
around
I
and don't
know.
care.
I love you. I love you.
Guys, it ain't looking good.
I love this.
Oh,
Yeah, because I'll be on my phone. It's like, I think that we should go to the channel and try and find a boat. I can get it up running if we can actually get there. Hopefully there's even a boat left, but that's our quickest way out. As long as it can't swim.
They
How
can't
far
swim.
away?
They cannot swim. They're very bad at that.
How much? How far? There's this. We don't
Not
have a
far
full
at
tank
all.
of gas in this thing.
Let's see.
We have
we're
a
at the
little less than a
university.
half a tank.
Yeah.
Inner Harbor. Well, that's probably not the best one.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let me see. I just need to type in
No worries, no worries.
Baltimore University to.
I
Yeah.
love that
The
Chris
harbor.
built a sailor, not knowing what was going.
No, I'm not a sailor.
Are you not a sailor? But you.
Well, I can't spoil
he's
it.
just a dad.
No. He knows his way around a boat.
He's a suburban dad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, besides the driver, of course, because you need to focus on inventory check. Everyone, what have we got to work with on our way?
When we holed up in the university, I took my backpack with trail rations. I have some light weather gear. I don't have any knives. I have, oh God, a flashlight. Simple emergency things for hiking.
Right. Emergency things.
Oh God.
Not gonna lie, I was eating lunch. I got
Head
a set of
east.
dice.
Okay, she flips this around.
You're like, I got the last 3 bites of a turkey
Charleston
sandwich.
Street.
Charleston Street.
Charleston?
yeah.
Okay, I know where we need to go.
With
Okay.
Yeah, and with that, he's like, as he's looking, he's basically going to be looking up, keeping an eye out, making sure that there's not more of the little bastards popping up.
There are not huge hordes everywhere you go. There was one at the university. That's why the university fell. But there are small clumps of them on every block. Most of the streets are confined to like one choked lane of traffic or very slow progress through 2 lanes. You know, there are people running about. This city has held decently well and is really now beginning to fall.
Yeah, I have a working theory. Since we're not actually heading to the outside of the towns and the highways, and we take these streets next to the harbor itself, I think we'll actually manage to find a boat. I mean, if we can find one, we can drive it on out of here. I can figure out how to start it up.
Do you know how to sail?
No, but I know how an engine works. Worked on a couple before.
Okay.
Can't do
Boats,
that, huh?
ATVs.
You guys come to a stop as at a street intersection. Your path is blocked by an automotive accident.
Oh God.
You have to double back.
You can't park there.
I need a skill challenge from the party
Thanks for keeping
to
it light.
navigate to Charleston Street.
Can I roll for navigation?
Absolutely. I need 3 successful skills. DC should only be 10, so that's not bad.
rolled
at
an
all.
11.
Okay. 3 successful DC 10 skills. If you fail any, there will be consequences. If you fail 3, then we fail altogether.
I like to roll evasion.
Oh,
That makes sense. I like it.
yeah, just perception.
Okay, Ty, you're good.
Navigator. Oh, that's not good. So, yeah, I failed mine because you said 10.
Can I roll another one? Or do you want Ty to roll one?
Let Ty try one,
Yeah.
but what was your result?
17.
7? Wow. Okay.
What's gonna be the
Shifty.
most applicable here, good buddy?
Look, I'm not
So we've
good at
used
fighting or anything.
Navigation,
but I
which
got
is one
everything
that she
else.
has. That's a custom skill, which you guys can do that. Keep in mind. We have evasion.
I took really bad skills.
What'd you take? I'm curious.
How does chemistry help me here?
Oh, we're gonna get along just fine.
I don't know if chemistry helps here at all.
Dang.
You're-
How about
you're measuring
logistics?
the conversion
I'll like.
rate of the fucking
I don't know.
ignition in the engine and the
Yeah.
gasoline? You're like, all right, how much gas do we
Logistics.
actually
If you can explain to
have?
me how math is going to be helpful navigating this zombie-filled city.
Oh,
I was also gonna use logistics, but
Yeah, I was just gonna help with navigation. Just be like, oh,
I think logistics makes sense.
I'll take it.
this is a wider road.
Yeah, well, and you know, like if you know where the denser population areas are in the city, like
I only had 1. No.
ooh,
Yikes.
8.
Man. Okay, that's 2 failures. Don't worry. If we fail 3, we're not going to all die instantly. But it just means our situation's going to get a little dire. I need 1 more success or 1 more failure. We're 2-2 right now.
I got sprint, but it doesn't apply in
Yeah.
a car.
Anything else over there, Chris?
No.
Okay, what if I use aim to try to drive us through a tight spot in the road here?
I'll take it. That makes a
Okay.
lot of sense.
Okay, 11, 14, 15.
Perfect. Yeah. This guy's like mumbling, like he's trying to figure out how am I going to be useful in this situation in the backseat. This guy, he's like so busy
Oh, they're gonna kick me out of the car?
He's so busy navigating, and he's trying to like look up at the same time, but
just like
he's
the trip to Baltimore.
distracted. And as you kind of look at this car wreck in front of you guys that you're slowly backing away from, and then you're gonna have to drive up on the curb, like dodge a pole, and then barely with your aim skill squeeze by onto the next road over. But you're watching, you're just like horribly distracted by the zombies. There's about a dozen of them that just kind of swarm these 2 crashed cars and start picking through these like crumpled doors, trying to get at the people who you do not even know if they're alive inside.
Well, that's good to know. They may potentially
Hey, I got
like
5
detonate
XP.
as well.
You use evasion.
Oh, you did get 5 XP. Good
hey,
for
oh,
you.
When you
Wait.
fail a check, you get 5 XP. When you succeed a check, you
sorry.
get 2 XP,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I think in that skill.
So I have
In Perception.
Right, in that skill
Yeah.
specifically.
That skill specifically.
Okay, cool.
Each skill you have has its own perception. You can attempt skills you're not trained in. That's how you start getting better at them.
No.
Practice makes toggers time. You shout out for like an obstacle we have to avoid, probably like a zombie or maybe some unfortunate pedestrian, and you guys barely squeeze through this one and get down the next block. You barely clip one zombie on the way, but the station wagon will be fine. All of us a little bit jarred, but the station wagon functional. We continue down to Charleston Street, and you said there is a harbor.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally not far at all. Because literally, you could probably actually walk, if not run there. That's probably the only.
Don't give it
Like
that
literally,
idea.
yeah.
We don't.
Because it's
And that's
literally that close.
I need a foraging check for you to find a working boat that you think you can navigate. That's from you
Shit,
still. That's
I'd
still.
take a rowboat at this point.
That's you still
like-
being inside the vehicle, by the way. Once we get out, it's going to be a whole nother skill challenge to find that boat safely.
All right.
There-
we're
The
looking
other
for
problem is
boats.
there could be
Anyone
dead
have,
inside
like,
these boats that we
improvised
cannot see.
weapons
Yeah.
or something?
I got a water bottle.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
not
I
good.
have a
so
water bottle.
That's
pretty heavy.
6.
Six.
Oh, right.
6
I
is
just have
okay.
like this little like white clutch on my lap.
I love you. I love
So,
you.
what is your experience with boats? I don't even know your character's name, but don't tell me. What is your experience with boats?
Without trying to say too much, he's worked on boats, ATVs.
Oh,
He's done a lot of actually handyman work.
so he knows engineering for boats.
Yeah, he said he could figure out the engine.
Wonderful.
Mechanical and electrical.
There are a handful of vehicles in this harbor. With a 6, you can't narrow down any one thing. You're like, I know that model. I could
No sailboat.
take
No,
that. Yeah.
no sails. It needs an
No.
engine.
Nothing you see that you're like definitively. I'm comfortable with that boat. I want that one.
Needs both.
You see a handful. You see about 3 different things. 2 off to your right, 1 off to your left. That all look like you think you could handle it, but you won't know until you get there. One problem. Off to the right is the main kind of wing of the harbor. There are more of the dead there. You guess over this kind of like stretch of, it's probably about like 600 feet. There's probably 2, almost 3 dozen scattered throughout. A rough crowd, to be sure.
Does our station wagon have a sunroof? Is it a luxury model?
It does not have a sunroof.
Okay.
There's a lot of them. How good are you guys at swimming?
Passable.
Well, did they spot us yet?
Perfectly average.
The ones on the harbor, no. They're too busy trying to go down the pier
Don't
towards
tell me
some
the
boats that have people on them.
Ones in the behind us.
I
The ones
don't
behind us,
say.
you look around, there are too many people running around in a panic on the streets that they have their attention on. For the moment, you are not spotted.
All right, we have a time to actually think about what we're going to actually do.
You have moments.
We can either try and swim over to the harbor, because if trying to run through that, I think we'll probably lose somebody. It depends if you guys are good at swimming or not.
So these things can't swim, right?
They cannot swim.
So what
However,
if
they
they've
do walk
fallen?
on the bottom.
Yeah, what if they've fallen in and we can't see them in the water?
And you just like grab your ankle.
It should be deep enough.
Are they coming up Charleston, or
And
what's,
we like
what's
whip
the deal?
the
There are
station
some
wagon
on
and use it as a
Charleston.
barricade
You guys have a
on
few
the dock.
moments before
And
you
just
think you
climb
can
out
be
the
spotted.
passengers or the driver's
There's
side.
enough foot traffic of people running around frantically trying to get to other boats that they have their attention on the pedestrians and not on the people in the cars.
Okay, how far away is the boat? Which boat are we looking at here?
A couple hundred feet. There are
Probably
2
the
boats off to
two,
your right
right?
that are
And it's-
viable.
Our
Okay.
chances are better with the 2.
And it's off a dock, like it's next to a dock, right? Like a.
There are 2 boats off to the right side of the harbor, or the right wing of this kind of like pier, because there's just more boats over there. But there's also more zombies. There's 1 boat off to your left side, but there's less danger and less traffic.
Okay, I've got a logistics question about the layout of the dock. So is it like, parking lot, wood slats, and then docks, right? I'm assuming.
It's more like inlet.
High heels.
No, I'm not wearing any shoes, actually.
Oh,
You
okay.
just noticed.
It's more like an inlet, and there are sections that kind of go out from both sides, but it's a pretty wide.
Gotcha. So it's
Little
like So is there like a row that we could feasibly just like park the station wagon sideways in to block
Across the dock,
across the
in
dock?
front of it.
You could try it.
And then we
all
could just
pile
get out the
and
driver's
run,
side.
Yeah. As long as we get out quickly enough that they
There's
don't
enough-
have time to pile over the
Yeah,
car.
there's enough
yeah.
chaos. We could try it.
Probably
yeah.
knock out a couple in the process.
That's a great
It's a
idea.
station wagon. They'll hit them.
Yeah.
It'll ram them.
So are we going for the boat on the right or the left?
2 boats on the right, more danger. 1 boat on the left, less danger.
Just say the
Two
left.
boats
The
on
left.
Okay?
We just need to get out of this city. I
But
don't
what if
care
that
what's
boat
on it.
doesn't work?
Then we get back in the station.
Then we get back in the station wagon.
jump in
and
the water
Hope
and
that we
let
don't
the
stall
fucking-
on
yeah.
bodies.
If we can't get that boat running, we get out into the water until they.
Yeah, we just push off. We can float. We can even use paddle. Yeah, we'll find a way to at least get away so that they can't get
They
us.
can't reach us immediately.
We get on the
University
boat,
out there.
it doesn't work. We throw the safety raft out and then just rode into the open ocean.
It's not gonna be open ocean.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, I guess this is better than nothing.
Can I crack my window?
What are you doing?
Oh, well, if you drive into the water, then the water pressure will prevent us from
Drive into
open the door.
water.
Crack your window.
But just in case, we don't know if the dock's gonna
So
hold
if
the
we
station
drive into the
wagon.
water, then once the station wagon fills up, the water pressure equalizes and you can
Yeah.
get out.
You like?
You're, no,
blast
you're,
it,
you're
brings
right.
it
You're
down a
right.
little
You're
bit.
correct. You're right.
I watched that on
I
Mythbusters.
pushed around in my little clutch and I just pull out like a little stiletto knife and ready to cut my seatbelt. It's closed at the moment. I don't want to risk stabbing myself.
Okay, I'm flipping this bitch. We're gonna park.
Okay. I need another skill challenge from you guys. The DC for this one is going to be 12.
Okay, another question. Does it seem they're far enough away and they haven't really noticed this yet that we should drive like kind of slowly so we're not making noise? Or does it seem like they're close enough that we just need to be fast?
You need to be fast.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna be in the eyes and the lookout. And the rest is basically telling like if one is actually gonna be getting in the path, and the rest like if we're gonna hit it or not.
Do you want an aim again?
I can give you another evasion.
Yeah.
Aim's fine. Evasion's good.
Ooh, that's no.
Oh,
I
that's
overcorrected.
really not good.
You
you had
drive the station wagon down onto the dock and immediately careen the right side of its bumper into just like one of the little posts in the dock. And the station wagon is still going to drive, but the front right lights are out, and you made a huge sound. Everyone's
Yeah.
kind of jarred there.
Okay.
And as you kind of like fix your hair and like
Yeah.
get your bearings, some of the ghouls are now.
Who wasn't wearing their seatbelt?
Okay, evasion.
So that says 16.
Perfect. Yeah. You guys are going to have to get out of this car. And when you do, you keep a very keen eye out for what's around everyone and can kind of help people dodge dangers. You can help.
Yeah, my dude's
Like
got
a mom in a
sprint for it.
shopping
Well, and
mall.
like perception,
Grab
since
him
I
by the
rolled
wrist.
it failed at
Exactly.
a 9.
Your perception failed.
Yeah, because you said DC 12.
We are going
Okay.
to Sephora.
That's fine. You see your objective, you're very focused on it, and then you guys
Hit the curve.
go down the small ramp and hit the fucking post. You get scrambled and disoriented, but at this point they're closing in a little bit closer. You still have time. You have to get out of the car, and you're a little frazzled. We have 2 failures. We have 1 success. What'd you roll, buddy?
I haven't rolled yet. I don't have anything.
What the fuck?
You have to do a
Hey,
skill.
you did roll your window down.
I did. I did.
I'm gonna kill everyone in this room.
Are they in front of us?
Yes.
Can I throw my water bottle at one to try to knock it down?
No, keep your water bottle.
Keep your water bottle. You need that.
You might need that
Can I throw my set of dice?
to slip on.
You can if you want to roll
Perfect.
a throw check for me. Yeah.
I played
throwing-
Ultimate Frisbee in college.
Nice.
Apparently not.
Oh,
Hey!
Yeah.
that's
You
12.
did it.
That is actually 14.
14.
Yeah.
You have a +2 in throw.
I played Ultimate Frisbee in college.
You know, that's a relatively flat shape. That's a 16. With an item bonus, that's a 16.
My dice.
You throw your
Look at
dice.
you.
They smack a zombie about like 20 feet away, right in the
Take it
right in the
down.
middle of its cranium, and then it kind of like stumbles over its left foot and tumbles into the water. Classic.
Can I pick the dice back up?
Yeah.
Or is it too risky?
You can attempt to pick the dice back up. I need a finesse check while you are running.
It's probably not worth it.
No, I would just leave him. It's okay. We'll get you more somewhere. We'll make
one
more.
check or.
We
We
still.
need 3 successes. We
Yeah.
have 2 right now, but we also have 2 failures. Anyone can make another check,
Well,
but if you
I
failed
could
one,
just sprint towards.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say I can
Can I-
sprint.
Yeah, because
Assist
actually
on the
I
sprint?
have a plus.
Yeah, can we
3.
assist on a sprint?
yeah, people can assist. If you have the same skill or a skill that you
I
think
sure
is
do,
complementary.
bud.
Should I
Oh
don't know.
shit.
12 exactly. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry, 11. I lied.
Well, okay, so then
No,
roll
12.
another d6. You have advantage on this now. From 2
You had a
people,
12?
roll another
I got a
d6.
12.
Well, you have already succeeded. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Cool. You guys are all running together, but
Still
because
on the
he's the
dock.
engineer and you absolutely need him in that boat, you all kind of gather around him. You're like, you throw your dice set at the zombie and knock it into the water. You're like shouting at another one of them and just kind of like juke it out with your evasion skills. Sorry, you playing a woman?
Yeah, I sure
Right.
am.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
You
it's a
guys-
sausage fest here, but
It's okay. You guys get to this boat that you think you can pilot. Chris, I want to tell you, there's not a boat in this bay that you could not pilot, or at least figure out. There are some that need more crew than you guys can provide.
Yeah.
It's a matter of difficulty. And for this particular boat, I'm going to need you to roll a skill check.
Well, first off, before we even get on the rest, like, what do we see in the boat? How big is it?
cut the ropes.
It's not
We
huge.
have to make sure there's no dead on it.
Yeah. As
Don't
long as
worry.
there's no dead in the rest. At least we need to untie it first.
I've got that covered. Let's just get out
There-
of here. And I just
there
like
are,
pat the clutch.
Do you have a gun? Oh my god!
On the deck of the boat, it's a pretty small boat, right? It actually does have like a standing cabin, right? And then there's a lower deck is what you want to get down into. But it has these 2 like shuttered doors that are closed. You do not see any signs of people aboard this boat, but you do see some like discarded items at the rear end of it. So it seems someone has been here, though there's no one here now. You do not hear any sounds from the interior of the boat, but you cannot know until you've opened those doors. And still, only about 10 seconds away behind you, there are more of the dead slowly shambling down the pier.
All right. I know that we won't have a whole lot of time in the rest. We're going to untie it. I need you to hold this right here. I'm going to go in the boat. I'm going to knock at that door. If there's anything live, let's hope there's not. Come up with a plan then.
Maybe I should work on like the ropes or something. You don't want me to touch the mechanics, I promise.
No, I just need to make sure this boat's clear as I'm getting on it. If there's one of them on it, that's what I'm concerned about. He climbs in. He's going to go. You said there's a sealed door?
There are 2
Like
shuttered,
shutters?
just like doors that open to the sides, right?
First thing he's going to do is
So
like
does
listen.
anyone
He's
wanna
actually
help
going
me
to knock
untether?
and see if he hears movement.
You do not hear any
You stay here. I'm
Okay.
going with you.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Godspeed.
Quick, so like this like opens it up.
Because listen, it's going to take more than 10
You are
seconds to get these
immediately
ropes
caught
off
by
for one
the
person.
smell.
And I think we're the fastest ones.
Yeah.
There's something is dead in here.
Oh god.
Now, the living dead don't always smell weirdly, do not have as strong an odor as you might expect.
They don't have a lot of like fluids in them, so
Somebody killed
With
They don't
that,
like a
he's actually going to reach his
optimal-
fanny pack, pull out a flashlight. like,
speed run.
At the bottom of the stairs, in the middle of the
Will never
general,
be a speed
the
run.
general
He died before
quarters
the
down
campaign.
below, which is tall enough that you could crouch in it.
It's my
You could,
first
like,
character.
stoop a little bit and walk
I
around.
didn't realize I had to make it to the university.
Down below, there is a corpse. It is not moving, and you do not think there's enough left of it to reanimate.
hello? He's going to live.
No movement, no activity.
All right. We're going to have to go in. Actually, is there like any
While
sort of like...
this has happened, we have decided to start untethering the boat,
would like
regardless
to
of if
hide
there's
on
dead
the-
inside.
No, I untethered the boat. I had you hold the rope so that...
Oh, we're
Lydia
just
didn't
holding
pass out.
rope.
Got it.
Okay.
Holding
We're
rope,
gonna cast
you're
off.
downstairs with him.
They're getting
No, I'm
close.
just hiding
You
somewhere.
keep in mind, like, he gets down in there. You guys have seconds until they get close enough.
Yeah.
Now they have to step from the dock onto the boat, and they're
Right.
clumsy. You could attempt to like shove them to cause them to tumble into the water or fall back in the dock, but that's
How hard is it to hold one of these ropes?
risky. to hold one of these ropes? No.
Not terribly difficult. Like, can I do it one-handed?
Well, yeah. Actually, when I gave it to you, you actually keep it wrapped around, so you actually
Yeah.
have an anchor point. So actually the
Okay,
anchor
so
point's
majority
going
of the
in.
weight is held by that then.
Yes, but literally, if you let it go, it probably could start floating off.
Right. Right. Yeah, I set my clutch on the ground and I pull out a little. It's a pearl-handled,
Oh my god.
snub-nosed 38 special.
Bless your soul.
Also in that visible is lipstick, pepper spray, and condoms.
Oh my god.
She has her priorities straight.
Oh my god, are you a hooker?
It's an escort.
Oh.
Thank you.
I love it here. I respect
No wonder you
escorts.
weren't wearing any shoes.
Roll a shoot check. if
I'm
you-
just waiting. We're
Okay.
gonna hold off. It's last resort. It's loud.
We are at last resort territory.
Oh,
here.
cool.
Well,
Cool.
yes. There's. Well, I didn't know how much time I actually had in
You
the
would
rest.
like-
Where? How can I actually get the boat going? Do I have to go through the corridor with the corpse, or?
You need to
Like
go
around-
down through the corridor, and then
just let go of the
you
rope before I
should be able
shoot
to start
anybody.
it, and then you go back up.
Yeah,
to the
I was
top.
going to tell you to jump
You
on,
need to
Yeah.
pilot out
We'll
here,
just
so.
yeah.
Okay.
and then
get
I'll
on.
let go and jump on.
Yeah. So he'll actually carefully, quietly, be moving down.
You're looking
Yeah.
for something else to throw.
It is clear down here. It is clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then he's gonna run.
Engineering check.
Over. Okay.
Whatever the skill you want to use is,
How does luck work? Can you use it automatically,
it is an auto success.
and you have to use it before you roll? Or
You going
not?
to garrote somebody with that?
You can choose to use it at any time.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll see if it +2 has got anything going
Your
for
DC
us.
your DC is 20, so
What the fuck?
yeah.
All right, so +12. Yeah, we're gonna use a luck point.
Okay. You spend 1 luck, you get the vehicle running. You do not know how much fuel you have. You probably don't have enough time to check right now. But you run back up to the top.
Yeah, come on board. Come on board.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't even hesitate.
Yeah, she jumps and then I follow her.
Yep.
I toss the clutch first, and then I.
Cool.
Once we got there, I just hit on the boat.
Yeah, absolutely. You're already on the boat, so cool.
We just haven't noticed that you've abandoned us.
All right, there's a corpse
Nobody
down there.
really notices
It's not one of the
me.
live ones, I don't think. I walked right past it and it didn't move.
There is one in danger of getting on the boat, even as you are pulling away from the pier right now. I need you to do something. Do
Yeah,
some kind
I
of
fucking.
intervention.
I'm gonna plug him.
Okay, roll a shoot check. You have a +2 bonus from your weapon.
Thank God, because I don't have any skills. That's not bad. That's a 12.
Remember every time you roll a skill check, you guys gain XP. So
+2.
keep track of that shit.
Yeah.
You succeeded,
Every success,
+2.
+2, every failure, +5.
Yeah.
It's a 12 with the +2.
12.
Mm-hmm.
You
my throat.
plug it.
Doesn't need to be a kill shot.
No, but you
It's
get
not.
+2 for succeeding
Oh.
to your skill.
Nice. Hell yeah.
You shoot it, and you almost think it's high enough, but the angle's just awkward, and you hit it right in right between its collarbone and its neck, but it's enough to knock it on its ass, and then it collapses into the water.
Fuck
You
yeah.
should have some on your evasion too, because you
Yeah, you're right.
and your
you're right.
perception.
It was 4 on the evasion.
You guys pull away from the dock, and at that point, the boat's running, properly running.
All right. We'll just get it right into the bay, make sure there's no other boats going around us. Is there any other people floating or moving in the harbor?
There are people swimming out in the harbor. There are
Run 'em
also,
over.
you see, there's one large boat, and there are several smaller boats, and it seems there are people on some of them, and there are ghouls on others.
Stay away from those.
Yeah. So we need to
That was
find.
close.
He's going to look for.
Where did you
We need to look around for safe waters and the rest. Then we can assess what's on the boat, and we can get this corpse back into the water.
What do we need to do to get
Sure.
this thing running?
It's already running.
And he got here running. We're going now.
I've got a.
I don't know how much fuel and what supplies we have, but we need to get a safe point where we can assess what's going on. Fucking shitty vacation.
My I
Sorry.
don't have Google Maps loaded on my phone, but I have Pokemon Go out, and I'm looking at nearest islands through my rendered distance.
Oh my god.
You guys get out in the bay. Out here, you are safe. You have a reprieve.
All right.
They cannot get to you unless you lower anchor, and even then it will take some time.
Well,
But if
we
you-
could probably see that on the anchor, tugging.
Yes, you will.
Well,
Like, I don't know if we could just raise the ladder too at that point. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to get on a boat without a ladder, but it's a fucking rough time.
Well, that he'll bring it down and actually start assessing like how much fuel and what the gauges are saying.
There's not nearly enough fuel.
You're
We're
not
gonna
gonna
have to pirate
believe
up.
All
this.
right.
I forgot the other
You're
one.
gonna have to go. You're gonna have to get a way to find fuel, or
I'm
you're just
gonna
gonna have
burn
to
out
use
here.
this boat to go back around somewhere safer on land. Down
Oh
below,
God.
there are some supplies. You do find some food. You find some clothes. It seems someone was gonna bug out here. Someone's dead on the floor,
Yeah. And
so bloody and messy.
that's
they're
probably the
plastered
first thing we need to
so,
take care of, and the rest, that's
Oh God.
poor bastard.
Yeah, there's not enough of him left to turn. He's just dead.
Did they get to him?
Oh yeah, they lawnmowered him.
Ugh.
What do you
Is there
think? Is there like a shovel and a trash bag on this fucking
pulled,
boat?
like, a-
Those are things we actually should
like a
probably keep.
bandana from my
Well, the trash
backpack
bag's
and like
not
tie it around
super
my
important.
face, and I'm gonna start to.
Is there any like workman's gloves?
Oh, you have a bandana?
They're all the things you would need as a ship engineer, like down here.
Wow! He has a
That's
mask
what-
for me.
He'll actually be very
Thank
careful.
you.
Well, actually, is there any weapons
So
on
I
the
put
boat?
that on. Are you gonna help me clean up the body?
The only melee weapons.
Well, I need
Oh, that's why
something,
we're doing
'cause
it?
I'm not
Yeah.
carrying anything.
Oh, I just
Knives.
I
is
thought
there,
I'd be
like,
useful.
Spear.
Yeah,
well, he
you
has like.
can.
Well, what would be on this
You
boat? What
can
sort?
be.
What was this boat meant for?
This boat, it seems, was like a casual, like.
Sorry, I'm.
I
Went out.
can't get
it
that
was
body
a
out of there
it
by
was
myself.
for people to cruise around and have fun.
Okay.
It's
I'm
not
glad
a
you have
fishing
this
boat. It's
Oh, so
not
there's like
anything special.
vodka.
Yeah, there's like a
Gatorade.
cooler in the bottom, and it's full of like actually water and like useful things. Unfortunately, there's only one.
Not the
bottle.
same kind of fun.
There's only one bottle of wine.
Unfortunate.
Nothing fancy.
Was it a red?
It's a red.
Good.
Well, let's turn off the boat, and he gets the gloves on. With that, he'll make sure to actually get like a towel, and he'll start trying to toss the chunks overboard of the person.
Yeah, we're gonna. We have the masks on that.
Here you
that
go.
Always thought these things were silly, anyways.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Sorry, I only got
Okay.
two.
It looks like we're gonna be on this boat together for
It's alright. I'll look away.
at least the foreseeable future. I'm Smear T.
Tommy,
Tommy.
Guy.
that's not a name.
Nah, but it is.
I've known actually quite a few.
So sad. And you,
Oh, Erica.
Erica. Nice. Well, nice to meet you.
It's spelled G-Y.
Oh.
I hate it here.
My parents are like weird. I don't know.
Some new age parents, huh?
There's a radio downstairs.
I tossed two
This
pennies
boat
into
also
the ocean
has
where we dropped the
dish
body.
internet, like from satellite, but who knows how long that'll last.
there
Dish,
any
not
binoculars?
Starlink.
Mhm.
What are they doing?
Is there any binoculars
We have to go
or
farther
optics?
south if we want
Huh?
Is there any
Starlink.
binoculars or optics?
They're on the prow of the boat.
He'll actually grab them. They'll go up in the surface.
It's like the ones that are mounted on like the thing, but you could pull it off.
So, sorry, I'm bad with names, but I know that we're in a kind of a tough situation. We don't have enough fuel to make it out really too far from the city itself. Not as far as I was hoping. I think first thing we need to do, now that we're safe and away from the dead, is take count of our supplies, see how many days we have, and figure out how soon we have to touch shore. It's not a if, it's a when.
And take another boat.
If
Why do
it's
we have to go to
bigger.
the shore?
Well,
We
actually,
could
that's
just-
what I'm going to have the binoculars for up here, and see if there's anyone else alive or dead. He's like going to look through the boats and see which ones are dangerous and whatnot.
One of those boats is less a boat and more of a floating coffin at this point, so don't go near that. It's the bigger one, still tied to the dock.
Part of me is hoping that we can find another boat,
They swarmed at the gangplank. It's a fucking slaughterhouse.
and I can get fuel from another boat, or if we touch land. But again, we all know what's happening in that city. Too many people.
Closer to the city, there are bodies floating in the water, and you don't know how many of them are not moving and how many of them are moving.
Too many goddamn people. Sorry.
Yeah. If only COVID did more a couple of years ago.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
I should probably be offended at that comment, but you're fucking right. He's actually going to pull out a cigarette and start smoking.
Doing your part. Sorry.
This world is fucked up in more than one way.
On that note, and she just like turns around and goes downstairs to try to get the body out.
get the body out. Caucasian male, early 40s. This is probably his boat.
Yeah.
These are his survival supplies.
Yeah.
He's probably only been dead for like a day.
Well, dump him overboard.
As you're cleaning down there, you find his weapon. It's a single 5-shot revolver.
Okay.
Hey, twinsies.
Well,
Nothing
she's
fancy.
never shot a gun before, but she's gonna keep that nearby.
We have 2 guns in the party. We know each other's names. We have a safe haven for now, but it won't last. There's not a lot of food here. You could stay here, all of you, for like a couple days if you wanted to.
At least that's days.
What are the plates made out of?
Plates? The license plates?
No, like
Like the plates in the cupboard.
Oh Jesus. They're like
Are you
plastic.
gonna play Ultimate Frisbee right now?
They're like solid plastic. Yeah. Like the
Well, I
ones
was
you-
looking
Just
for
take
more
one.
stuff to
I just
throw.
want to see what you lob one.
If it was like ceramic, you know? Yeah.
Heavy enough to brain somebody.
You know, maybe you should take them, use them as weapons.
That's what he's saying.
Do we have like an emergency raft?
Well,
You
that's
found-
why we need to take stock supplies. I'm just getting around what's going on around us in case we have to move again. I know that we have enough fuel to be able to avoid danger. It's mainly the bodies that I'm worried about. And if there's a live one that makes it on our board, I mean, fuck,
There's-
we're all in the same boat.
There's an inflatable.
We're
there's
all
a
in the
small
same
inflatable
boat.
raft. There's an inflatable raft and a hand pump, and there are 3 life jackets.
Are there paddles with that raft?
Yes.
Cool. We got oars. We're good to go.
Who knows how to use this
There's
thing?
1 paddle, but yeah.
Oh.
Yep. It's yours.
2 guns.
It's loaded. Well, I think it's loaded. I don't really.
We're talking like single action, double action.
Single action.
Okay. Yeah, I carelessly swing that thing. Tuck it inside.
You know where.
You've both guns now. Nice.
Better to give it to someone who knows how to use it than someone that.
So you guys have at most 2 or 3 days here worth of food, plenty of water. The dead are swarming out in the harbor. Baltimore's burning.
Oh, do we have fishing rods?
We do not.
I've never been fishing.
Another boat we might have them. I'm really hoping it's just going to go boat to boat. The fact that those things can't swim, that's
Boat
our
to
main
boat to
advantage
boat to
right
boat.
now.
Is
Been
there a
thinking on it
lifeboat?
all week that we were
Yeah,
in
we
that
got a
freaking
life buoy.
university.
Like rings?
Some of
You
you
can
were
throw
there a
that.
week, some of you were there less, but yeah.
You could throw that. Yeah. Mance is gonna be an Olympian discus thrower by the end of this.
Papisco
If you
River.
get us close enough to another boat, it's got a rope attached. I can just start
Did you
bouncing
lower
them
the
off. Oh, if I lasso
No.
them, we could.
Okay.
Yeah,
pull
we're
them?
basically just floating. That's why he's on the top, keeping
Sorry.
around to make sure that nothing gets close. There's no danger.
So the great idea.
Yeah, and so he killed the engine, and basically we're just drifting enough.
Cube voyage.
It would be difficult for any of them to get up onto this boat, especially without a ladder or an anchor,
Yeah.
right? But it's possible. It'd be difficult, but it's possible.
Well, and how deep's the water right now?
They can't swim and they can't walk out to you, but if any of them have life jackets on,
That's what he's looking out for.
it's very, very low possibility that it could happen. So roll a perception check for me.
Were there any
Imagine-
more bullets
Was the
downstairs?
binoculars give advantage?
Were there any more bullets downstairs, or just the ones in the gun?
You didn't find any.
Oh, what type
Would
of
the
gun was
binoculars
this?
give
Yes, they
advantage?
would plus 2.
Instead of
Or not
38.
advantage, just plus 2.
Oh, it's a 38 as well? Okay,
Oh
cool.
no, yours was a this.
Mine-
one.
So,
Sorry.
perception of
I think he just said it was a 5
9,
round.
10,
I
12.
don't have the specific details for it. If you want, you could find a
Pick a
model.
5 round.
12.
Could it also be a
action.
38 special?
That's fine.
Perfect.
Probably not snub those, but
No, there's a
12.
army replica though that's a single action that's close to 40 feet.
Nice. That's what you got.
I own one already,
A diligent
Dominion.
watch for the night. Just kind of keeping an eye out over time.
Well, and is there any
means
opportunities
I have
that
5
present
extra
themselves?
shots
Because
in my
as they're
clutch.
coasting, he's going to be trying to look up
Just
in
in
his time.
case.
Like he's doing research into where they can actually go next with how much fuel,
And the snub is 4.
just within the bay.
Within the bay.
Well, because yeah, I don't know how far out we can have because like
Imagine how
Baltimore,
shark
it has like a
infested these
little
waters are.
inland
They're just chummed all
river
the time.
that goes like into the sea eventually. So we can at least cruise along into it in at least maybe a less populated area.
That's not a bad plan.
Well, and there has to be a point where there's actually could refill along the ways. We're another harbor. And perhaps if it's still secure, he's just going to look for life, like how bad the shores look as we're going along.
The
Because
shores
Baltimore
are,
has fallen, but do we know of other cities that are still?
New York City is hell on earth.
Obviously.
But what about
And
the
that's,
zombies?
That's before. Yeah. I was about to make that joke. But, yesterday, the day before the university defenses came down, the American government sounded the all-call retreat. The East Coast is fucked.
Yeah.
You have to get out of here
On our own.
on your own.
Can I roll for phone battery life?
Yeah, does this guy have a charger on his boat?
He would have a solar pack that can recharge.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have more power than you need, but the problem is we don't know how long cell service will last. So
I'll put that solar pack in my bag. Absolutely.
this guy seemed moderately prepared. He just
Died.
Slowly transitioned into a pirate campaign.
yeah.
I want to go live on my OnlyFans
I hate
for as
you.
long as I have signal.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna we'll flash some cleavage,
You
lipstick
get a
it up.
horrifying amount of viewers.
But I want to I'm actually trying to get like a call to see where we can go that's nearby.
Yeah? You like what you like talk to people in your chat and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I'm hair tucking, talking to them on the phone.
You do something you're never ever supposed to do. They ask you where you are. And I mean, if you
I'm on a boat.
Yeah, I'm off the coast of Baltimore.
okay.
Yeah, Baltimore's burning back there. It's
You see one message in chat like 3 or 4 times from different users. They say take the Salvation Highway. Take the Salvation Highway. Salvation Highway. Salvation Highway. Hashtag Salvation Highway.
Where is that? I don't.
If you look it up.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll type it in.
You gotta take I-70 down
They
to
see the
Rockies.
bad angle of me like.
Yeah. It's I-70. You gotta go through Pittsburgh and then down to the Rockies.
Okay, so we're like aiming for Colorado then.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Don't forget to tip, and then I just like.
Really?
You sign out for like the last time.
Yeah, potentially. We have to get to Colorado.
Colorado? Why?
Yeah, that's just what everyone is saying.
When you start looking it up online, the United States government sounded the all-call retreat after they lost the battle in New York yesterday. Literally yesterday. There was a big stand-up, just like drag-out fight where they tried to hold back all the zombies in New York City from pouring into Yonkers and Albany.
Yeah.
And they lost like horrifically. So they're pulling everyone back behind the Rockies, and they're setting up a Western exclusionary zone.
They're sending up a haven in the west.
Ooh. It's actually just mostly desert. I guess I didn't go north. Yeah, should have stayed in the junction.
So obviously
me.
we're not going to get there completely in a boat, but we can see how far we can skip.
Well, and everybody's heading in that direction then? How
Most
many?
people are heading north, Canada.
I actually need to figure out what this situation is like in Canada. Like, how's Montreal looking?
Terrible.
Yeah, that's why my parents haven't answered my phone call in 3 days.
People are going out in the wilderness.
They're the
Yeah.
cousins of the French. They were the second to fail.
Yeah. Don't worry, she knows. That's where she grew
Well,
up.
France has it bad right now too.
Oh, I'm sure they lost all their wars.
Paris is falling.
That happened before the
Yeah.
riots and stuff.
Every 3 years.
Yeah.
I get my memes through TikTok, or my news through TikTok, I'm sorry.
Montreal, so like populated areas in Canada are doing just as poorly as populated areas here. But people heading into the wilderness and like into the cold zones, it's good because the dead do not fare well in the cold environments. The problem with that is it's gonna be winter in a couple months.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, winter
That
in
just means we
Canada.
don't have
is
to
gonna
go
be
as
really
far.
yeah, it's gonna be winter in like early October.
How's Germany doing? Germany's probably got it under control.
They are very efficient at corralling.
Stop. Jesus Christ.
Banned. You're banned.
You definitely got the gallows humor one.
We're gonna IP ban Ty real quick. Sorry.
From life.
This is just worse and worse. Because like, as I'm looking at the directions in the rest, from Baltimore, then south of that's Washington. So there's just so much population. We'll have to follow
that
this channel down.
DC or Washington proper? The states have me confused.
DC.
Okay.
So we'll have to touch
Sorry, I
base
haven't been
south.
here long.
No matter what, we're gonna have to head south, and so we either have to find another boat to get supplies. If there's dead on it, we'll have to figure out a way of coercing them into the water. I think.
Oh,
I don't want to fight them.
I have an idea for that.
It's actually quite a brilliant plan. You should hear him out.
So you know that the thing that you throw to people who've fallen in the water?
The lifesavers.
Yeah. It's got rope. If we throw it over them, we just.
But then we lose a lifesaver.
No, it's 'cause it's got rope.
to it.
But what if it wraps around them? Oh, I guess they might sink through it. And
Yeah. Then
not
we just.
really.
Then we poke them with
You wanna
yours.
you wanna lasso the
You poke them
zombies.
with yours through the hole.
You
Are
know,
there
we'd have
oars
to
on
be
this boat?
relatively close.
There's one oar for the inflatable raft.
And being on a boat, it's kind of hard to control in the water once you're going in a direction to stop it. And if you're pulling, it's gonna. If it manages to catch, you're gonna be pulling the boats together.
So you keep the oar in case, and then we
You just
push
off the end of the
away.
boat.
We could come up with another plan.
I quite like this plan. It does. I have to do the least amount of work for it.
Well, and you can use that shooter of yours. Right?
No, I have
Last case.
12, 13 rounds.
Still, 12 and 13 possibilities of us not getting bit. Isn't that what does it, right?
Right, but it's absolutely worst case scenario. This is a limited resource.
Well, we
You're
have to
also
spend
very
our
loud.
resources to survive.
very
Well,
loud.
and also the water, too.
So
We
are
have
we
worry
trying to
about
stay
noise.
on the water and go?
South
far
until we
as
can
we
touch.
can.
Well, yeah, because as long as we can go south enough to avoid Washington, I'm sure that there's some smaller streets, maybe Highway 360 is what I'm looking at. We could try and touch base in maybe
What if we
St.
went
Mary
north?
City, Lusby, Reedville. This channel,
Well, if we go north, we have a couple problems. First off, there's going to be a lot of ice. Secondly, we're going to be in Canada.
what's wrong with Canada?
I'm from Canada. I'm from Montreal. I need to find my parents.
We could go over the falls.
Oh,
Beautiful way to die.
Montreal? Parents?
Where do they live?
They're in Montreal. But
So listen,
I
I'm
don't
really
know.
bad at bad news, and I just like take off my coat and just like put it over you. Yeah, your parents are probably not doing great if they're still doing. Take your time with that. There's a bottle of
You're
wine
doing
downstairs.
research?
It is
Yeah,
a
you're
red.
smart, right?
Nope.
What's a population density, you think? Where's our best place to land and actually have a chance of avoiding them? Where there's people or zombies?
Oh, I've only ever actually visited Florida on the
Well,
eastern
we're not
coast.
making that far down. We have to touch base at land some ways in order to try and head west, I suppose.
I bet the Crocs are doing
I
great in
I know
Florida
that
right
this
now,
ship
though.
is not going to be seaworthy, and we don't have enough rations.
hate it.
There's no way that we're going to have to hit land again.
unless the zombie blood is bad.
I mean,
It is bad. It's
It-
toxic
it-
For
yeah,
for
but that's
alligator-
you know
for animals, yeah.
crocodiles?
that's still one less
Okay.
zombie. The snapping turtles are probably doing great as well, at least for one bite.
You're doing research.
Yeah, I'm looking up as well. Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. From what you're seeing online, there are a few things. There are a couple like main plans people have for escaping all this shit. Heading as far north as possible, where the dead will literally freeze solid with the coming winter. Heading south to Cuba, who are actually doing remarkably well at the moment.
No
Island.
surprise.
Or heading west to the Rockies, where the government's setting up exclusion zones. Now, there are a couple defended positions between here and there, a couple cities that are being held down by the military and being, in theory, they said they're going to keep defending and supplying them. And some people are heading there, but, how long can that last?
Actually, the more that I think about it, north might be a good option.
It would be faster to go that way than it would to get to the Rockies.
Well, and less people. That's simply it.
Well, it's not necessarily going to be faster if
What time of year is it?
It's August.
August.
August. Okay.
Are people going on foot or are they driving? Because if we have to hike across Canada, we're not going to make it.
So,
Well, you also heading north from here. You're either cutting through Pittsburgh and going around the Great Lakes, which is a pretty far excursion west, or you're going straight north, which is going to take you into the megaswarms coming down from New York.
as we
Yikes.
leave the bay, if you go south for a little bit longer, there is a naval base,
In Annapolis?
Norfolk.
Oh shit, that's not bad.
I'm in. I think
make
it's
it
set
work.
and sold.
More
Yeah.
guns and MREs. Lovely.
You can make it work.
There is also the Pentagon Reserve, like closer, but I don't know.
If we can stay on the water until we find some more support, that's probably better.
I mean, Norfolk is
It
like
is.
right on the
It's
water.
a ways.
Yeah.
It's a ways. It's in
I bet they've got better boats at
it's in
Norfolk as
Virginia.
well.
It's in like the bottom of Virginia. We're up here.
How long is that going to take us to get
We
there?
gotta go wee.
We've got what, like 3 days? Is what you said on this boat?
Mm-hmm.
That's not in fuel though, right? That's
That's
just
not
rations.
That's in rations.
Okay.
You have like a day in fuel.
We have
That's
to
still 1 day we don't have to walk.
I love that there's not.
Unless
a
we can find
military
the
base
fuel
in South
solution
Dakota,
first.
even the military knows.
If we stay on the water longer, we're more likely to run into other boats or other marinas.
Well, and maybe we can see what's the closest one.
We may also, I mean, there's a lot of rural ocean-facing land on the
Yeah,
way. We could
coastal
find private
towns.
marinas or like houses that have their own shack. We could take their gas probably, where there's going to be less people because it's just a private dock.
Well, while we still have cell service, let's start looking up maps. Let's see what we can find.
There's not a printer on this boat by chance, is there, or like a laptop or anything?
I didn't see anything downstairs.
It's the worst party barge I've ever been on. So while
Party
we're
is
looking up
being
stuff,
alive.
It's not very big.
so you're not from the States. How did you, you're from Canada,
Yeah, I'm from Montreal.
Montreal. So like, tu parles français?
Yeah. Yeah. She
My,
speaks French.
Québécois is not very good. but-
Yes, my father is Quebecois. He's actually from. My parents met in Montreal. That's where I grew up. And
Okay.
you're from
So Norfolk,
Britain, across the sea there, yes.
Virginia.
I came to America, COVID happened, the recession,
Gibson Island.
and I've just been stuck here.
Gibson Island.
Hold on.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's rather
Yes.
unfortunate dice roll.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. You
A
settled
stunning
in
location at
Baltimore?
Chesapeake Bay, Gibson
I
Islands,
get around.
Maryland's premier community with
hotel
year-round club
Yeah,
offering sports,
close.
yachting, and fine dining,
Close.
and
Yeah.
is disconnected
Yeah,
from the main
yeah,
island.
It's more like contract work, right?
Mhm.
Never the same.
There is a
Self-employed.
highway, or there's a road.
I'm all about
There's
that, like,
one
pick
road
myself
onto
up
Gibson.
by my bootstraps kind of girl, you know.
Mhm.
Do you think? Well, and how much fuel do we have?
You can get there easy. You can get there quickly too.
Because I think that we should probably boat over, use the rest of our fuel to get over to Gibson Island. If there's a yachting party, they're going to have to supplies for days. And speaking of parties, that's where they have food and supplies. And yachts are meant for long-term voyages. As long as they did something to that road, hell, that might be our bet.
It's better than nothing.
What would you say the name of the island was again?
Gibson Island.
Gibson. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'm gonna like screenshot that area of the map and then zoom in and get like a detailed screenshot as well for in case we lose service.
It's apparently only one full day at sea to get to.
So where?
1 full day at sea to get to Norfolk.
Yeah, it's only 197 nautical miles apparently
But we'd have to run the motor the entire time.
at 10 knots. Is that fast?
You've already
I
done the
don't
math. He's
know.
worked it out.
There's
He's a chemist. He knows how much fuel that'll take.
I mean,
There's a lovely
drove a boat
website
around a
called
lake.
ports.com.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll just
Gibson Island's not bad.
navigate over.
I mean, we can still
Okay.
go to Norfolk. Right.
We'll take it
after
slow.
Gibson Island.
And we'll just take it easy on the motors.
Hey.
What do you want?
Intruder.
Look at that.
All right.
Oh, it's my diploma.
I want.
Hey!
See, I did graduate from college. image.
On stream too, memorialized.
Wow, that's weird. How did that person just get on our boat?
Hey, wait, come back.
You didn't bring us any
Do you
food?
have any redeemable skills?
Yeah, if Ian wants to come play, like,
I do not. There's no skills.
take him 2 minutes to make a
And
character.
talk to people.
All right, you guys have a destination in mind. I need a navigation check, and I want another engineering check from you.
All right.
I can throw it
Mechanical.
at the zombies.
Yeah.
I have a +1 to navigation. Does anyone have any?
Nope.
Navigation, tracking, perception's fine, but
We're in the open water, so evasion, unfortunately, is not going
Can
to
you
help.
assist with
it could help.
perception?
It could help.
I mean, evasion could help Natalie higher.
Do it.
Oh, it's not my diploma.
Unfortunate.
Oh.
No.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
4, 10, 13. Right?
So 13. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's on. It's on stream. It's probably on there.
It's all fancy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead, dox yourself.
So I
Huh?
got
Go ahead, dox
13.
yourself. Do it right now.
Well, yeah, 13 on the dice and plus 2 for
I
mechanical,
want my
so 15.
social security
You're good.
number.
You're good. There are also
What your brother's
tools
maiden
in
name,
the hull of the
the
ship.
street you were born on.
He'll actually start collecting them.
Yeah.
My social security.
He'll actually use his
number is
backpack too and actually stash things.
Yeah.
And he'll actually make a
666.
quick, after looking through the supplies. So
Ooh, we should make a getaway crate.
I think everyone should actually try and find some sort of personal items that they can carry their stuff with, like my backpack per se. We need to split our rations evenly. And just in case,
Does anyone have an extra backpack?
is there one on the ship? And there has to be like a couple bags or something.
I'm
like
I'm
fishing
sure he
bags.
had one downstairs.
Yeah.
Let's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
surely
there
there's
are.
a backpack here.
So
And we need to get you some shoes.
the game plan
Please.
for when we get to the island, we need to see how many dead there are. That's going to be the first thing, either if we can land or not. If we can land, if there's living people, we just ask for help and just take as much supplies as we can and run. Hopefully offer them the same. Like, you guys need to get out.
You just came up with a great hypothetical.
one of us-
and I hope we don't have to live it out.
The ultimate thing is that this boat, I mean, I don't know if you guys can boat it before. I mean, I can show you a quick instance of how to run this thing. And in fact, I'll just take a time. Here's how you run this. Here's the fuel gauge. This is how much we have left. And he's going to go through and actually explain all of it. Just in case if any of us die while we get on that island.
Cat.
But
What's your bonus to your engineering?
2.
that you use? 2?
Yeah.
What's your highest skill?
sprint.
I understand. Okay, well, you all get a +2 bonus to mechanical engineering if you want to take it.
Okay.
From him showing you all this basic stuff about
Oh,
how
nice.
this boat works.
Thank you.
And
so,
those of you who attempted skill checks, you get your XP from that as well. Don't forget, every time you make a roll, you get shit from it.
So I made a navigation check, and Erica assisted with evasion.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 15, and she rolled a 13.
Okay, so when that assist comes through, then you get an advantage. That's how that works.
Oh. 20.
Wow, 20. Yeah, navigation, impeccable. You guys are good. You get there in short notice. I'll tell you exactly what you see. On the way, Tommy's going to show everyone how this boat works. So at the very least, if anything happens to him, you guys can still pilot it around for the duration of its fuel.
It won't be long, but at least, I mean, this is our escape route if we have to. If we're having to go by land, you have to run through that bridge, or unless you can swim a channel, but there's ocean currents. I mean, I haven't been on the ocean a whole lot, but we don't want to die in the ocean.
Yeah.
There's a boatworks shop on Gibson Island in the north end if you pass under the bridge from the mainland.
We want to be on the partying side. We just need fuel and supplies. We don't need necessarily for it to actually work. Just wherever they touch down, they'll have places to fuel.
Yeah.
I think that I already have the tools that I think I need to work on some basic stuff. So far away from home.
With the emergency raft, I put like a just little like. There's bound to be at least one box or crate on the ship, right? Just put like a couple of basics, some like whatever snacks there are.
Yeah, you have a big Tupperware, like a
yeah,
huge plastic.
and like a water
container.
bottle because we really can't spare any others right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we have to use this, we'll raft and then just
Well,
chuck
and the
the
guy
crate
had a
on
cooler,
there.
right? That all the water and stuff
Yeah.
was in. Okay, so we can use that too,
Yeah.
can't we?
Yeah, you
So-
probably have like 16 bottles of
We
like,
got
brown water.
we got a
And then we each
a
had a
getaway
water
box
bottle.
if we need to get off the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, mine's like my hydro.
Well, and
It's a
look
Green
at the
Bay
fuel.
pack.
Do they have actually enough time to be able to like go up to the bridge and actually take a look and what it looks like on top, or at least see if there's smoke or fires?
You start getting close. I mean, there's smoke and fire like everywhere.
Is there
But
someone on the island?
When you start getting close to the island,
As we approach the island, I do not want to be visible from the island.
no. Good idea. There are the three of you up on the deck. You and the
All it
captain.
takes is one guy with a
And the two
gun.
of you on the prow. Getting up close, it looks like the bridge has been blocked off. It looks like someone overturned what's probably like a semi truck up there, directly in the entrance
Brilliant.
of the bridge, so they can't get over by land. You have another problem. There are ghouls walking up onto the surf from the water. Like they walked through the channel from the mainland to the island, and you see there's a group of what you'd estimate it's probably about like 30 people, 30 humans fighting off this wave of ghouls that are slowly emerging from the surf,
Oh God.
like with hand weapons.
We should probably just let them die.
People are trying to secure this island, but the problem is any zombies across the channel are just going to see them there and are going to slowly walk their way across the bottom. and
Fucking
eventually
Pirates of the
get-
Caribbean style.
They do that. They
We're
do
not
that
going to
a lot.
dock against the shore. We have to find a dock. If they're walking on the bottom and the rest, we can't be swimming out in that.
Let nature run its course. Exactly.
So the island is relatively secure for now, but it has hours, you think, before it's probably going to be overrun.
At least we found a good timing of it. Well, let's go around where the chaos
Yeah,
is.
we get to take advantage of this
Yeah, we need
chaos.
to find some sort of wherever there's a pure dock.
Okay, you find a pier on the southeast side.
Hey guys, I took
Blasted.
one morality or ethics course. Is it ethically okay to steal these people's like supplies and then leave?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
just like throwing up over the side of
If
the
they're
boat.
not running, they're probably going to be dead anyways.
There are a couple boats on the
Sweetheart,
pier.
it's a
There's
cold
enough room
world
that
out
you
there.
can shore.
You gotta
can
do what you gotta
dock,
do.
They can dock here.
Yeah, as long as it's a floating dock
done
and
a
it
lot,
has
but I'm not proud of
elevation
it.
above that shore.
You don't see any of the dead here yet.
All right, roll up quietly. I think this one might be the safe one.
So like cut the engine early and like let it drift in kind
We'll
of
tie
shit.
in. We'll tie in. We need fuel and food. Fuel first. That's my objective. That's what I need to find. You guys find anything else you can find. You should probably be Overwatch. Watch our backs.
Do we have everyone's phone numbers?
Tall is this boat? Yeah, we exchanged phone numbers? I don't have a radio.
Sorry, my bad. You have to go all the way down to the southern tip of the island, but that's fine. You have more than
Yeah.
enough fuel for that.
Well, and plus it sounds like the chaos is happening. On
Chaos
the
is on the
side.
north end.
Yeah, so
you're
we're
good.
doing good.
Until people start running our way. And then I'm gonna have to start capping people.
So, should we all like make a little conference call as we go
The
out?
team's chat.
Yeah, and just like not talk unless
Sorry,
there's
what's your
something
Discord?
going on. Discord?
Oh my god, I hate you.
Hey Tommy.
You guys exchange information, and
call you Tommy?
Sure, guy.
We do
That's
a
okay.
group call. Yeah.
Did you check if it was a diesel or a gasoline engine?
Which one would it be?
gasoline.
Gasoline.
Okay, cool.
You guys pull up to the dock.
Even if there's a
Um,
car,
you
that's
start
what
getting
I'm probably gonna
alcohol?
Get it out.
Huh?
Yeah.
Actually,
alcohol.
is there fuel containers, like
Oh.
spare ones on the
I
ship?
don't know what I'm doing.
There are, but there's
Ethanol,
no
then
fuel
just
in
call
them,
it call it
Well,
a day.
hey, still, that's something to fuel it up with.
You have two spare fuel containers.
And what other melee weapon was like a machete, knife? What do I find?
There's like hand tools.
Oh,
Like-
is there a hose?
What?
Siphon the gas.
Oh, yeah, you get that.
Oh, no, he's yeah.
Yeah.
So gasoline, siphon hose.
Mm-hmm.
Probably if there's a hammer.
Yep.
Is there a dolly or something to move the barrels once they're full?
I just need these
These are
containers.
jerry cans, basically.
Got
Actual
it.
pirating. Let's go.
Actual piracy,
Arg.
zombie piracy in the real world. I love this game.
I love the seven seas.
So I'm assuming one of us needs to stay back with the boat.
You guard it. And find as many containers as we can for just anything. Water. We're going to need water and fuel. Food. Hopefully we can find as much as that we can.
What size do you wear? I'll try to find you some shoes.
They're like, well, you know, depends
Who's
on the
going?
brand.
Who's shore party?
Sorry.
Shore
like
party.
8s.
Okay.
8 wide.
Who else is
think
shore
you can-
party? You have 2 guns.
This one's staying. The rest of us are going.
The 3 of
You
you are
have to
going.
find something for us, okay?
Yeah, it's probably fine for me to be the loudest.
Anything. Weapons.
I'm
Food, something you can
at the
throw.
boat. Push comes to shove, I can
jackets,
just push
blank,
off
anything.
for a while.
Anything.
I just need your muscles, okay? Yeah, as long as you can follow me. You know the city more than I do. Just find something food. Even if we have to split up, I mean, hopefully we can find everything we can just on the dock itself. Actually, is there a fuel up station that we can start pulling into? Well, and first he's actually going to, of course, glass it again and make sure there's no floaters.
Are there any tools you need?
No floaters.
Okay.
You do not see a fueling station here.
He tries to think, well, everything that we need is on this boat, unless we're taking another boat.
Okay.
And then that boat hopefully should be supplied well enough.
Yeah. If there's any flashlights, emergency supplies, first aid kits. I don't know if there was
Yes.
one on here.
Medicine, but mainly food, water,
Mhm.
fuel.
Yep.
We have at least some shelter and a place
Oh.
to sleep.
I'll empty my backpack out on the boat, and then so that I can fill it when we.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do not find fuel here at this.
There's no like, actually, he's gonna pull out his credit card to like, if there's anything to like, literally just like, and like, be able to fuel it up normally.
There's not.
Ha, I'm not gonna pay
here.
this off.
Is there other boats?
There are other boats.
Trying to collect
I'll
this.
have to be
Okay.
with that.
3 of you are on the shore then. You're staying on the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a skill challenge from you guys. What are we collecting while we're on shore? We're getting fuel.
Yeah.
We're looking for personal items.
Yeah, food and like shoes for this one. Other clothes because your clothes are not practical.
No. The only thing practical I'm wearing is my trench coat.
Yeah.
You?
I'm there.
Okay.
Or are you?
I tell him to start picking up stuff.
Okay.
Like, you have to follow me. You have to bring this over to the ship.
Roll heave.
Sure.
Don't worry.
Sure.
Hey, wow, that's great.
That's not
8?
terrible.
8?
No, 9. I can
9?
count.
Do you add anything?
Does anyone
No.
does anyone want to assist him?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this?
I mean, I'm untrained in heave, but I'll fucking give it a go. Let's see.
You're better
Actually,
heaving.
that would be really good. 14.
nice.
Okay, you guys, you succeed. You do get XP for assisting, so yeah, go for it. That's success for heave.
Would this be foraging?
Foraging's perfect.
Awesome. I'm not trained, but I did roll a 15.
Ooh. Good. Success. Okay.
Oh, I don't have foraging.
How'd you
Just
choose?
perception.
And clothes. They're ugly.
Perception.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
he's just looking around for the gas
They're not
signals
covered
and
in
everything
grease.
place. Well, like the places where you'd expect to find fuel.
I'm with you, so I can probably help.
Cut out
Yeah.
sides and like tie them.
Plus 1. Hey, that's pretty good. 12.
10.
Sorry, I can't math right now. My brain is 16. Yes, 16.
Nice.
16. Good. You find in one of the other boats that's tied up here more fuel. You just
Right.
siphon it. You siphon it.
Yeah, takes the canisters, takes everything he can, loads it on the docks, tells him to bring it to our ship.
Yeah. You have 1 full can. Only 1.
That's something.
But that might be enough to get us to.
Was there any other supplies that I
Norfolk,
saw that could have been like
Absolutely, that's enough to get to
worth
Norfolk.
taking?
Here and there,
Jump scare.
there are just like odds and ends. Basically, there's lots of like food you could take.
Yeah, literally, he just starts like he finds like the nearest container, starts slapping it in, and with that puts it on the shore for him to take over.
Perfect.
And I'm like running. Like as soon as I find the stuff that I was looking for first, I run that back, and then if I have time, I'm gonna run back and like go for more food and whatever else. Do we have enough time for that?
Yes.
Okay. So you want another check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And actually, my dude is going to use sprinting because at this point he's
Yeah.
running as fast as he can. He
Same.
realizes it's safe, so he's running from point to point. And well, any place that he's already searched, he cautiously goes through it at 1st, and then
I don't need any more rolls. Actually, you guys are good. Like,
Okay.
You've succeeded the skill challenge. So.
Well, I already rolled it, so can I have my +2?
yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
If you want to roll sprint, that's fine.
I rolled a foraging.
let's see, so 10 plus 3, yeah, so 13.
Yeah, cool. Success. Yep. You guys run around. You're just guarding the boat.
Now I'm putting on my
Your
new
highest
shoes.
skill is sprint.
Yeah, while I'm left alone, I've taken one
It's
of my bullets
recreation.
and carved my name into it. And took like a spare like piece of string and
Are
just,
you a
like, have it
marathon
as
runner?
No,
necklace.
he's like this man
Just in
commits
case,
Grand Theft
man.
Auto on the daily.
I don't wanna
That's
get
my
bit.
guess.
Yeah. Not for me.
It's a Romani thing. You wouldn't get it.
He's a car thief.
Did you leave the binoculars on the boat?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like he emptied his fanny pack and his backpack so that he didn't take his supplies. He's expecting either I'm going to die here or I'm going to find what I need.
Yeah, exactly. I left mine on the boat so I could use my backpack.
South of here in Persimmon Point, there is a boat that is like trying to pull out into the kind of open ocean, but you also see the like flashes of like gunfire from the deck of the boat, and you're like, oh, they're fucked. It's a bigger boat. It's like almost a luxury boat, you know?
Do we have a flare on our boat?
Yeah, there's an emergency
Yeah, there's
flare.
going to be flares.
Does it have more than one charge?
You only have one.
That's kind of important, though. I want to cap on that before they get away. How long has it been by the time I've noticed this other boat?
They've been drifting away from shore for, based on their location, their speed, probably like a couple minutes.
Okay, so it is a fresh boat released from this island.
Not
Or
from this island.
The neighboring island.
From the mainland,
And
south of you.
at the course that it is drifting, can I assume, do I see anybody else currently on board?
Oh yeah, you see people on the deck.
They're
of the
like
ship.
fighting for their
They're
lives.
fighting
right
for
now.
their lives. There are ghouls on the main deck.
Okay.
They have like automatic weapons and shit.
How large is the ship?
It's like a luxury ship. It's not
Got
a
it.
cruise though, but it's a big ship for rich people.
Got it.
Party barge.
Yeah, party barge.
Yeah. How long has it been since they've left that I've noticed this?
5 minutes.
Okay.
We're on the phones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
I'll
be gone at least another like 10 minutes.
give you a call since we've hit it up the most, and hope that your phone is on vibrate.
Yeah, it is.
Or cool. I give you a call.
Hello?
There's another ship.
What? Where?
Well, it's on like it's coming from it's just left the mainland. There's like guns on it.
It's like drifting out into open ocean.
There,
Oh,
it's drifting
how do you-
away. They're like
you saw
shooting.
the gun? Oh, they're fighting.
Yeah, there's like
Oh, so they have-
ghouls on the deck. I mean,
Well, how big is it?
it's larger than ours.
Oh. Let me tell the guys.
It's like almost 4 times the size of yours.
Erica saw a boat with a bunch of ghouls on it. They're fighting. But they have automatic weapons, it sounds like.
They're fighting a boat?
No wonder you
Look,
didn't get
unless
in.
you think we can actually do better than them and
a
try and kill all the
context-based
ghouls, I don't think we should
language.
concentrate on that right now. We should be trying to find supplies, what little that we can.
You guys take a couple more minutes and get all the supplies that you can carry or that you think you need for now.
I'll keep tracking this boat while I'm waiting for you to return.
What was your forage total? It's like 17.
My foraging total was 11.
Yours is only 11.
I'll give it
My
perception.
my
to keep
first
watch.
one was 15.
Okay. With all the new food that you guys bring in, you have 12 days worth of supplies for the whole party.
Wow.
But you can ration that if you stretch it.
Stretch it.
It's probably like a month.
Okay.
If
We're gonna
you-
stretch
if you
it.
Stretch it.
I'm
We
gonna
can
stretch it.
We can discuss that later.
No, I'm making a plan right now. I'm gonna roll logistics for it.
Absolutely. Logistics is perfect.
Yeah. No, we're stretching this bitch.
If you all eat a pound of food a day, which is not much at all,
Yeah.
you'll be healthy enough not to die.
So
Do I find any
that's
more
a
fuel,
17 for
or is
logistics.
it just the one?
The one can.
We're gonna have to go after this other ship.
Look, I don't think that's a good idea. Unless if you think you have, well, you used 12 shots, right?
Yeah.
Is there more than 12 zombies on there?
Well, I can't tell. We won't know until we get closer.
There was automatic gunfire
But
for
there
several
are-
minutes, and now there's none.
There are other weapons on that ship at the least.
Yeah, but it's probably in the clutches of the dead.
And have you ever seen these things use tools?
No, but that means you have to get close to it to retrieve it. I just know being farther away from them is going to be the better bet.
But that's more food, potentially more fuel, and more weapons.
Look, if I can't run from a problem and have to get too close to it, it's bad news.
We can always run away.
On the water?
Yeah, we have a boat.
I think that's sailing.
What do you, don't roll. Don't roll those dice.
he tries to look inland. Is there more houses or any other like shacks and supplies?
Have we
There are some
already
like big
well,
houses, like
shoved
rich
off,
people
or-
live around here. You know, some like big
I don't
houses,
think we've ran
but
into enough
they're like a
issues
quarter
to
mile
have
down
to
the
shove
road.
off
Is there
just
fishing
yet,
equipment?
but we
Probably.
should very soon.
Well, in the boats, he actually tries to think back as he was like running through it.
Oh, running through these boats here, yeah, there's fishing equipment here.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little bit more time to
Snatch
get
up
us some
some of
fishing
that.
equipment.
Okay, but we need to go. We can't stay on here very long.
Just keep an eye out.
Someone keep an eye out, and then we're gonna cut to
You're
break.
watching?
We'll continue to keep an eye out.
I'll run with you too, because I'm also pretty quick.
17 with the
Do you
binoculars.
know how to use a gun?
Remember how to use it. No.
A couple hundred feet northwest of you guys, you see the first of several bodies walking up onto the shore from the water.
Northwest, you said?
Northwest. You're in the southern tip of this island.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Answers it.
We've got bodies going up on our shores. We've got to go like now. They're a couple hundred feet from the boat.
Okay. Grabs everything that he can. And he jogs back.
Better sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll a sprint check. XP. XP.
Do you want an assist?
So I got a 13.
Yeah. You get back. You guys are not in any immediate danger. You have fishing supplies.
Beautiful.
You've
Loads
like,
it up.
That's
you
fucking
have
big.
a fishing rod, and then you have like a small net.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Now,
With that,
if
he
our
starts
chemists
untying
can find
it.
out how
You look back
to
on the
purify
dock.
salt water, and we get like a crab net or something, we could just stay in the water indefinitely. I'm just saying, like,
It's pretty easy. It just takes a lot of energy.
yeah.
Well, we get ready to cast off.
Yeah. Cast
Just
off.
We got a solar panel.
You just
You
have to
guys
boil
cast
it
off.
and have something capture
Well,
it.
You
Yeah,
have
exactly,
bought
and yeah.
It just takes
time.
forever.
We
You've
can
bought time.
at least scout out that ship. Sorry if I seem a little bit brash.
No, I
We
understand.
can
I'm
at
just
least take a
saying that,
looky-loo.
honestly, by getting near it, we have nothing but stuff to gain, really. We spare a couple of minutes of fuel, maybe get some supplies, and if not, can carry on north or wherever we're heading.
Well, and if any survivors jumped in the waters, do we help them?
No.
We've got 12 days, right?
Well,
We could only
we have
limit
a
that
month.
so much.
I have spread it out. I have it planned. We can last a month with all of us.
Water's a little tighter than food.
Water, that's not going to last as long. But the food will carry us for a
Well,
month
it's a
if we
question,
play it correctly.
You have 18 days of water.
how long are we planning on being on the shore? Because I'm thinking that the first opportunity that we get to try and a safe spot, to find a vehicle and start driving. Highways are going to be the most difficult. The side roads is what we're going to want to do.
Right. I feel like we should stay on the water as long as we can, because we'll be unhindered by the dead.
Well, at the least we need to check out Norfolk, right? To see if there's anything that we can get, any
That's our
assistance or, I don't know, maybe there will be a caravan heading out. But I'm
do
assuming
you
we're
think,
shoving
Guy?
off at this
What?
point, right? We've already left.
We've already shoved
Okay,
off.
cool.
That party boat is silent.
And it's,
But
it's
when
still
you-
just like idling.
No, it's slowly
Like drifting,
drifting.
yeah.
And when you looking at it with your binoculars, you see there are a couple just shambling around on the deck.
I think the party barge is nothing but the dead, but I
they're
still think
dead.
it's worth pushing them off or whatever we need to search for more supplies.
Well, let's
We
see
don't
how
know how
dumb
many
they
of them
are.
are on
Well,
there.
and plus in locked rooms, that's another thing.
At least
Can
the
they
deck.
open doors? I don't think they can.
Doors that you can push open, absolutely. They can't turn knobs, you know. They can't turn handles.
But they can break things
They can
down.
break them down if they have a good angle on it.
Well, fuck. I mean, have you ever seen the doors on a ship? They're weak.
Let's
usually.
at least get.
we
let's
can,
see,
we
how
should
deep
at
in the
least
water
look
is
at the
it?
deck.
It's like
Or is it anchored?
it's not anchored. It's drifting
All right.
slowly.
I'll be on the controls so I can boot her up, and at least we'll take a peek and get closer. I'd say no more than 100 feet. Use those binoculars, and we'll see what we can find.
Right. We should not be out in the open when we get nearby, in case there are survivors who know that we're going to be taking their supplies. They did have automatic weapons.
You
You
guys
mean
have
retrieving
a
what they
plan?
already had? I mean, I'm sure they'd be happy that we saved their asses.
If they think we're going to be saving them.
Just to be on the safe side. We'll
Yeah.
keep out of sight.
Just to be on the safe side.
We have a boat.
Humans assume the worst. It's in our nature.
We have a plan. We're gonna cut to intermission really quick. And when we come back, we're going to get right back into it. Hey guys, good work so far. Everyone, thanks for watching.
So much.
This has been D20 House. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
We'll be back in 5 minutes now. All right.
What's the military base we're headed for in Norfolk? So it's like a Navy base?
I don't remember. I think it was just called Norfolk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just called Norfolk.
Helpful.
I'm trying to remember everything I know of NCIS
Yeah, it's
and if
just
there's a
called
road
Norfolk
name, but I'm
Naval
pretty sure
Station.
it's. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I needed to know.
There's also houses. NCIS is headquartered there.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't an answer.
Okay. We're ready to go live?
Yeah. We're already back.
I hate you.
I told you we were back. I
Yeah,
said it out
you
loud.
said it.
Jesus Christ. Hey!
The music started. I said we're back. And
Yeah. I heard it.
Thanks to you.
Welcome back to D20 Now.
We're organized.
Came back from a 5-minute break. I'm not used to doing this without Ian. I'm not used to it.
I'll speak up. That's my bad.
It's okay. No,
I'm not used to co-hosting.
my brain was doing things. I was getting ready for a game.
Yeah, we're all thinking.
Hey, we just came back from a 5-minute break, guys. It's Monday night, but tonight we don't have My Hero Academia Dungeons & Dragons. We are playing the Inevitable RPG, which is a new system that my friends are testing for me. I hope you guys enjoy. We're playing through
I'm his friend.
We're playing through a modern-day zombie scenario in the United States of America, where most of the world has fallen. Keen-eared listeners who've done a little bit of reading might have some clue as to exactly what zombie scenario this might be. So keep an eye out for that. What?
You have a question from Marcelius.
What up, Jacob?
He just wants to know that My Hero isn't happening, I guess. Or that's going to happen on Mondays, but not for a couple weeks.
Not this week or next week, but My Hero is coming back. I know we
Fret
cancel
not.
a lot, especially during the summer because we're so busy. But no, don't worry. We'll be back first week of July, I think. Yeah, it should be the
August?
first. Or not August. Jesus Christ. We should be back first Monday of August.
Instead, you got the weirdest mixed match of players you've ever seen at the table.
Did you just
Yeah.
beat your
Yeah.
chest
Yeah.
and fucking
I did.
gnome noise?
I lied. The closest we've ever come to this was the back rooms.
The backrooms, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
And it was this, but subbing T for Ian.
Yeah. All right, guys, when we left off, we had just scavenged a bunch of supplies from Gibson Island, where the people trying to fortify this place are fighting off waves of the dead rising from the turf. Now we are heading south to Norfolk, Virginia.
Were we not
We're
gonna
We're gonna
float
check
by
out a
the-
boat
But first, we want to
first.
go check out the party barge. This is terrible.
Surely they have vodka.
You guys can pull up to the party barge, just, 30, 60, however far out you want to be from it. I
Call it
mean,
like 60 yards.
your boat is like 20, it's probably like 28 feet. No, it's not a big boat at all.
Yeah.
This boat has got to be like 70 feet. It's a big boat. It has what looks like multiple decks, It's a boat that if you were up on the deck, conceivably, it probably either has like a big shuffleboard thing or it has like an actual,
Whoa.
I love this.
Terrifying. Thank you.
This is graveyard ambiance from Matt Colville at MCDM Productions, which this is free to use, so go check them out. Love Matt Colville. He's the best DM on the internet. Hot.
Supposed to say that about yourself. You gotta hype yourself up.
Fuck no. Brennan Lee Mulligan exists. I can't swing in that field. Okay.
Amen.
Yeah, you guys are heading over there. It's a big boat. It probably has like a built-in pool. That's how big it is. At least it could.
On my vote. So we cruise on by. Well, how many zombies
Just
are
a
like
walk
on the
on
deck?
It's a lot taller than you, but when you were further away, you're just kind of glimpsing.
Yeah, I'll peep it. Let's
You saw
get some accurate numbers here.
+2 bonus from your binoculars.
14 total. No, sorry, 16 total.
Success. You saw about a half dozen at least, but by the fact that there's no activity anymore and all of the fighting has ceased, those zombies are all dead, or there are way more than a half dozen zombies. Because all the people on this boat are silent.
Do they have the ladder down on any sides? That we can
They
see.
do.
Hey, do you think that if we drive the boat by, the zombies are gonna hear it and just onto our boat?
They could. I
keep
could.
it
I could
on
fire a
low.
shot.
I don't think we want that.
You could shoot a flare at it.
I don't think we want that either.
No, we don't.
Probably want to save that.
Just shout at it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, what could go wrong?
Well, it could fall on our
If any
boat.
of them have life, vests, I'm going to drive us out of here.
I feel like
Yeah.
y'all didn't hear me. I'm worried that they're gonna fall on our boat.
Not if you're.
No,
further
that's,
away.
close
yeah,
enough.
that's why I'm on the wheel right now.
Yeah.
If you're like 30 feet away, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can get
okay.
us close, but we are.
I thought we
not
were just
getting-
rolling up.
No.
No.
That's if we think it's clear. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not.
How's your sprint?
It's good.
Mine's. I have a level
I
1
want someone
sprint.
to roll an intimidation check for absolute volume.
I also have a level 1 sprint.
A what check?
Intimidation in the social tab
Not
for
I.
absolute volume.
I got nothing.
And of you, are you alive?
I'll assist. We're gonna scream at the same time. I don't assist.
12.
You all start shouting, and after about like 10, 15 seconds, you see a figure come up to the edge of like, it's not like railing so much as it's just like a short wall on the edge. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I don't know the terms. And then the figure just topples over the side and
Oh, that
goes
was close.
crashing into the water below. And then a couple moments later, about a dozen more start doing the same thing. 2 of them have life jackets on. The rest sink.
Steer clear of those. Tell me if they get even close, but we're
Is
definitely.
our
making
ladder
progress.
up? I would
Oh,
like
yeah.
to pull it up if it's not.
Our ladder is up. You,
Okay,
you did
cool.
say that earlier.
Beautiful.
Is there a dartboard in the. Pop the vest?
I love darts, actually.
You could break a plate and then like chuck the bits at it if they're
Ah, but it's,
ceramic.
it's cheapo plastic.
Yeah, it's cheapo plastic.
Surely there's a mug in there somewhere.
There's a mug.
You can break the mug, you get at least
Then
2
where
good
am I
hits
gonna
with
get
that.
my Coffee.
We don't have any coffee.
Aren't
We
life
have
jackets
coffee?
made of foam?
Depends on the life jacket. Are these foam
These are
life jackets?
definitely foam life jackets.
Okay, they got the bougie kind. If we get closer, I can try to shoot them. That will draw more out onto the deck to fall off as well. But
I mean, you don't know when you'll next be able to get any bullets.
They're just slowly kind of floating and like thrashing a little bit. One of them's kind of floating very slowly towards you, and the other one's just kind of like floating in the spot, in the same spot. It's like turning itself around.
spinning.
Yeah. They're really, really clumsy.
How
How long
can we reach into the water?
You spin me right
You,
round, baby.
if you get down like on your stomach
Sure.
and like reach down through the railing, you can touch the water.
If I had a machete in my hand, would I not have to lean down to reach that water?
You'd still have to lean down.
Okay, but it would be considerably easier.
Or is long enough to reach the water. But I mean, you'd have to strike them with the
It's
oar.
harder to kill a zombie with an oar, though. We have
bonk 'em.
a machete, though. Didn't
You
someone
just-
pick one up?
You don't have to kill them. You
No.
just have to
Oh,
put
fuck, I
it
could've
on
sworn
their
someone
shoulder
picked up one.
and then just
No,
push them
Chris
to
asked
hammer.
if there was one. Nice.
That's what I'm
Hammer's
thinking.
still
It's
not
like,
that bad, though.
if we
That's a
can
lot
just
easier
get
to
the
strike
oar
with than an
down
oar.
and try to push, just
push
push them
them
out
away.
of the life vest or push them out to the ocean.
Sweep them away with your.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, what if he grabs onto the oar, though? Do you let go and let him have the oar? We should probably keep those.
I mean, how strong are they?
You've won. Or
Well, every single time that I
they're
saw
strong.
one of those
That's
things
what I'm saying. Sloppy.
grab
We get this
somebody,
man some
they
broken
don't let
bugs,
go.
he'll be unstoppable.
They have to have some sort of like, I'm not a doctor, but they clamp down.
they're humans without the limitation of pain.
Right. Have you ever been grabbed by a baby? Like,
No, I
Hulk
hate
strength.
children. Weird.
weird.
Their arms. Like,
Those things,
don't
they
connect
are
over their head.
stronger than you'd expect them to be, even though they're partially decayed.
Well, yeah, there has to be a reason why people are dying, and many people probably had that idea of trying to get hand to hand with them, and,
Yeah.
and probably found a bad demise because of it.
We have 2 votes for let Ty snipe them with broken coffee mug bits.
Don't think that's
You can
gonna
go break
work.
the coffee mug that says #1 dad.
No. Where
That makes me so
we do
sad.
also have coffee.
We do also have one bottle of champagne. I request.
wine.
That's what I mean. Wine. I would request to drink it first, but honestly, like if we have to,
That's a pokey.
it could be a projectile.
Maybe if we
Were y'all on the internet in like 2010?
Yeah.
Like mason jars?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
That being said, no more are pouring down off the boat.
I mean, our only other option is to swing a hammer at him when he gets too close.
I don't think that's a good option. Actually, let's just pull around to the other side.
We don't
shall we,
have a
and see
lot
if
of
we can
good
run
options.
plots and repeat. If
And-
you're really
yeah.
set on this, but I'm not stepping foot on that boat.
It's alright, I'll get on the boat. I'm probably faster than you.
I don't think this is a good idea.
It could be. I don't want to go inside. I just want to sweep the deck and then get off.
Let's at least go to the other side, price out, and see if
Go to
any
the
of
other
that
side,
is-
see if there's any, I don't know, there's gotta be stairs or some kind of access.
There's a ladder.
I don't know.
You guys,
You know what I
go
mean?
around to the other
For
side.
zombies
Oh.
to come through.
Someone shout from the other side.
Yeah.
We go around. Someone roll a fresh perception. No binoculars because we're too close now. Okay.
13.
Erica, like 3 more come around from this side of the boat. It takes them a minute. You said 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they also have personal flotation devices?
No.
Okay.
Yell at 'em.
Yeah. They all come down and just come pouring off into the water.
Sick.
But they came from somewhere.
They came from somewhere.
They were not just like standing around at the, up on the deck.
Yeah, there's like an open door or something somewhere that they came out of.
There's some compartment they came from.
I still say we risk it. I mean, I'm the only one taking personal risk.
We can let Erica go do it. You should leave one of your guns.
I'll leave the longer nosed.
The one that we
38.
found.
Yeah. Because that one will be more useful to you
Can you
guys
swim?
at this range. I can try.
Life. Wear the life vest.
I will
Worst comes to worst,
hold
you
it,
jump
but it
into
will
the
hinder
water.
me while I run. If it comes to me getting in the water, I'll try to snap it on before I jump.
Swimming's not super
I wanna say
hard.
something
Right,
really
swimming's
dumb.
not super difficult.
I want to say something.
As long as you can get into the water, we can get you out.
Yeah. I think I'll be okay. It could be really worth it. You just need to kill the engine, hang out for a second.
How many? Well, actually, he pulls out his phone. And actually, looks through a bit. A large yacht like that should probably have 8 to 20 members, according to Google.
You've seen 15.
We saw 15.
And that's,
There's 5 potential.
That's assuming
probably
it
more
was
though. That's everybody. Imagine this: everyone's trying to get off the shore. Zombie makes it on board. Everyone piles up. There could be 50 people on that boat.
There could be 50 zombies on that boat.
there could also be automatic weapons right on the deck.
If you're willing to risk it, worst comes to worst, you jump in that water. We'll pick you up and we'll get on out of here.
Of course.
I guess we'll sort of thank you and best of luck.
How do I shoot this thing?
Oh, so it's really simple. And I flip open the cylinder, replace the one bullet I've already used, and click it back in. And pull the hammer back, aim, pull the trigger.
Do you have what's your bonus to aim
I don't.
or shoot? None?
Nope.
Okay, well,
I run on luck, baby.
I do have a bonus to aim.
Okay, well, you get a +2 bonus to either aim or... Actually, no, it is just aim. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get +2 XP.
Okay.
So you get 2 XP for it.
Thank you.
You've been educated a little bit.
Got it.
Okay, Erica's going on alone.
Yep. I'll right before we swing around to the ladder. Are we able to step onto the first deck, or is it? Am I gonna have to ladder up to the top?
You have to ladder up to the top.
Okay. And then it's works its way down internally then.
Internal.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. As we're pulling around back to the ladder, I unclip the bullet from my necklace and slip it into the last cylinder on my revolver, and I just give you a curt little nod and.
Yeah, you guys are like...
I'm gonna stay along the edge of the boat, and if I can see Erica, I'm just gonna kind of follow along. Obviously our boat is not as large, but I've got the gun, and I'm gonna try to watch her back.
Your
Appreciate you.
boat is 4-ish feet off the water. Their boat is like 11 or 12. You know, it's a lot taller than yours. But you are going to jump over, grab that ladder, and climb up onto the main deck. Roll a climb check for me.
Watch me fail immediately.
You'd have to fail really badly in order to actually fuck anything up here.
That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. 4, 5, 7 with ladder. Does
7?
ladder give a bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
7's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're clumsy.
Pretty average.
You climb up. It like kind of rattles a little bit.
Yeah.
You get up to the top deck.
How loud is that rattle?
Not loud enough that humans might take particular notice of it,
Okay.
but loud enough that anything listening is going to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Yeah.
You get up there and there's immediately a problem. Here at like the front end of the ship, there is a huge shuffleboard. Nice. And there are like some tables and stuff that are overturned, and it looks like, you know, this was a party ship. And in front of the big kind of main cabin towards the middle of the ship, there are some stairs that descend downwards, and you see slowly crawling its way up the stairs right now, there is a zombie with a broken leg, like a very broken leg.
Cool.
The sacrifice.
Very slowly crawling itself up, and you're like 20 feet from it.
Yeah.
So you're not in immediate danger
Is
of
there a
it.
door between me and it?
No.
Okay.
It's on open deck now. It's coming upstairs towards you, and you're on the same deck as it.
Gotcha.
As soon as it sees you,
Yeah, it probably becomes a little more eager.
yeah, and then you hear more like banging sounds from below deck.
Fuck yeah. How much room on this stairwell does a zombie take up? Like, would it be
quarter.
easy for people to walk past
Quarter
it?
of the stairwell.
Okay. And there's like shuffleboards and like, I'm assuming there's like cornhole boards and shit on here as well. You know, America.
Within your line of sight, there is an automatic weapon. There's what looks like an M4.
Fantastic.
It's strapped to a dead guy, but he hasn't stood up yet. So,
Yeah, it's a good sign. How strapped to this dead guy?
I mean, it's just a strap around his neck and shoulder.
Beautiful. Yeah, I will.
Pull us away.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like we can't. If the zombies will go overboard, I don't want them like plopping onto our ship.
I'm gonna pull out my little stiletto knife from my cleavage, and like I'm just gonna cut the strap and pull the gun.
Absolutely. You run over there. I then want a strike check.
Okay.
This world's turned
+2
mad.
for your knife.
I'm watching somebody risk their life. All they do is
That's not
fucking
great.
stare.
We probably can't even see her from here.
Yeah, I don't know how you're watching her.
You can't.
10.
You only see them when they get to the edge of the ship.
Sorry.
10. Good enough. You run up, you slash it. That like little crawler is getting a lot closer to you. You grab the weapon. I mean, there's no extra magazines or anything.
Yeah.
And you at this point hear more banging and moaning from downstairs.
It's a weird time for that.
I'll give a quick perception to see what else I can see. Maybe something's kind of tucked in a corner or whatever. That's piss poor. 7, 8, 9, 11. Thank God for that 1 6 in that roll.
Anything else on the main deck, on the like front end of the main deck that you can see
Yeah.
that's useful? There's like another lifesaver, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll take the W, I guess, with the automatic weapon. I've already spent too much time here for the amount of noise that's going on downstairs. So I'll, like...
Pull us back in.
And I'm just going to watch those stairs and the guy that I just took a gun from.
The crawler is getting closer to you, and you at that point you're gonna just dive off the side of the ship, huh? Or
Well,
you can down a ladder.
Well, with the
where's
M4.
Lifesaver? Fucking... M4 will be fine. It's a military-grade weapon.
Yeah. You would you go back down the ladder, or
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll just hang out.
you get back to the party, just fine.
Pull us away.
It is like, yeah, you guys start pulling away, and it's another about 20 seconds for anyone who keeps an eye before you see like another dozen ghouls come pouring off the side of that ship. They were all on the next deck down. There was like, 10 feet of stairs and then like 10 more feet of floor. and they were behind a set of doors. So if you
they
stayed to actually loot, they would have all just come out.
Yeah. I wanted to, but I knew that there was not going to be a good time down there.
Well, if you want to go clear like 30 zombies, there's a lot of good shit on that boat.
I'm sure. There's some great shit on that boat. Should have. Man, if I could have found a way to drop the anchor without having to go inside, so we can come back at some
So
point.
they could crawl up the anchor onto the ship?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. I don't need that. It's fine. It's cool.
You guys get Erica
Got a
back.
shiny.
Holy shit, she's alive.
I mean, do we want to wait for them to
No.
jump off the sides?
Yeah. No.
Never.
There's way too many to count in that ship.
I
There's
figured
many
everyone
more
was
under the
piling
deck.
onto that boat and trying to make their way out.
Look what I got.
I guess that is a really good vine.
You have 2 magazines. It's the taped,
Fuck yeah.
One's empty.
Yeah. That's
And
fine.
as you kind of look through them, the other one seems like it's mostly full. Like, the guy got a couple shots off after he reloaded and then he died.
Hell yeah. I'll be taking this back. I don't want you to shoot anyone.
I don't want to shoot.
You have 3 weapons with 3 firearms.
And one person competent enough to use them.
At least 18 days supply of everything we need. A whole month worth of food. And we have another can of gas, which, I mean, we have like 3 days worth of fuel.
Shiny Lapras in the M4. I forgot about the Pokemon Go.
It's kind of disturbing how quickly they got on with sound, even just yelling, and they're all attracted to it, just going in the same direction.
One of you roll logistics.
I had a 2.
I had a 1.
You want to assist? Can I get an assist?
Yeah, you're good.
Ooh.
You get advantage team.
Okay, cool. Oh,
Smear
good.
team, right?
Huh?
Smear team?
Smoothie, 14, 16.
Oh no, 16. Yeah, so 16. Thank you. That with your advantage, that gave me a 6 plus 6.
So you've done enough reading, especially while you were hiding at the Institute.
XP.
You know that the way these things work is that one zombie sees you. You know, one zombie's not a threat. Anyone can kill one zombie if they're at least mildly coordinated.
Ooh.
And have any kind of weapon, hand to hand or not. One zombie sees you. That zombie, makes a noise. All of the zombies in the area hear that noise, and then they zero in on you, and then they make noises, and it chains. That's
It's a chain reaction.
That's how swarms chain.
They hear the sound and they swarm.
And it seems like whatever causes this change heightens their senses, at least their hearing.
Sorry.
What's chat saying?
He's talking about desperately swiping the Pokeball as the crawler approaches.
I choose you!
There are some Pokemon that are just undead. So, I'll take it.
I don't think I'd choose them in this situation.
Yeah, you can't put the undead Pokemon out, they turn on you. They're like, hey, that's my homie.
Yeah.
It could be a different virus. It's like putting one ant colony in another ant colony,
True.
Anyway, sorry.
Well, then we can at least go down in the river and go south. We'll have to figure out where we can actually stop for the night, though, and we can either free float and make sure that we're not even close to any shore.
Well, we could.
I don't think throwing the anchor down would be a good idea.
We can't just float for a night. We don't know where we'll end up.
We could sleep
That's
in
a good
shifts
point.
and adjust as needed.
I think that's
Short
what we're going to
bursts
have
to
to
keep
do.
us.
That's just what we're going to have to do.
I call not this shift. I'm going.
I'll go first. Can you show me what to do?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I believe you already got the benefit of him teaching you how this bow works earlier today, right? You already got the training bonus for the day.
Yeah, 2 mechanical
Plus 2
engineering.
mechanical.
Oh, I sure did, bud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did, bud.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
you at the very least can do the
yeah.
most basic things, but also if anything bad
I
happens,
am
then you have to,
Canadian.
if anything bad happens, you have to wake him up.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Smithy, you're going to be
First shift.
first shift driving.
Yeah.
Who's gonna keep watch?
I'm boating.
Boating.
Actually.
We're boating. We're actually piloting the ship.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I said piloting earlier. Who's gonna keep watch?
You.
Damn it.
Guy. Okay. If that's the case, I need a skill check from you. Navigation's fine.
Cool.
I need a skill check from you, preferably like perception.
Yeah. I wear glasses, so I have +1
Beautiful.
perception. Oof.
You need that +1. I think tools give you a +2 actually.
When I wake up in the morning, I think I'll try and
Feeling
make
like
it.
P. Diddy.
If
I'll
Sorry.
try and make it more difficult for any of the things to try and crawl up on our ship. See if there's any sort of panels I can take off from these cupboards and shore it up a little bit so it's steeper and have less things to claw onto.
You may have a better chance adding like a ledge instead, so it comes like a full.
That's what I'm
parallel to the
talking
water.
about. Yes.
Yeah. Adding an overhang, a lip.
That's the word I wanted.
Do I get a bonus from the boat for navigation?
No.
Or?
So total, sorry,
15.
15,
Do you have Google
12.
Maps open?
12.
That's true.
Google Maps on water.
Google Maps, yeah.
Phone gives you a +2. You're
Okay,
good.
so 17.
Yeah, you're good. You guys navigate just fine, and you get down to Norfolk. You don't have as much finesse as this guy has.
Mm-mm.
Probably waste a little more fuel than he would have liked, but he has to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Has to rest. Crazy bitch. And
I've been called worse.
yeah, I know. The other two of you. Okay.
So what were you doing at the university? I mean, you
Oh, I was
you
applying
don't.
for grad school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Turns out they don't accept you if you don't know anything.
yeah. The selection process is brutal.
Yeah.
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 I actually, I was teaching there.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did you teach?
2 years ago, I saw there was an offer for a position as for research into the physics of condensed matter, and I took it. So
Huh. I failed physics.
it's not for everybody. I had a harder time with chemistry than I did with physics.
I failed that too.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't think it matters much now.
Guy
So.
with the mad academics riz. What are you good at?
Yeah, what are your skills? Real quick, break it down.
I'm just purely for curiosity.
Great at
sake.
Your 3s, your 2, your 1.
I have chemical engineering at 3 for some reason.
Chemistry.
I have 2 in throw and stealth. And then I have 1 in climb, perception, and logistics.
Nice.
Still, you got
That's
something. going for you.
surprisingly good, actually.
Yeah, you
Honestly,
That's not bad
The
at
3
all.
in chem is plausible. Like,
Yeah.
you just didn't turn in any of your homework, you know?
Yeah.
You're a bad tester.
Absolutely.
I just League of Legends, man.
Yeah.
Sucks you in.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do it. Okay.
Who knew that homework was part of the grade too? They didn't tell you that.
They didn't tell you that.
Who reads the syllabi, right?
Who can
No
read?
one.
I didn't take points in read.
Buddy, I
Okay.
failed walking class, okay?
You guys,
Turns out half the grade is showing up.
Travel.
Yeah, right? Like, I had to show up to fencing and
the better part of the night,
didn't do that.
That seems sounds
heading
great.
down to Norfolk.
I was in
It's going to
very
take a
bad
whole day to get there,
That's
right? That's what we
fair
read.
Yeah.
skill issue.
Okay.
At 10 knots. I don't know if that's
Actually,
fast.
before I go to sleep, I check the weather. What's it looking like?
Rain.
Red sky at Morin,
Rain?
Sailors Take Warren.
Rain coming up.
But you said we got there fine.
I love the rain.
We'll have to worry about that.
Maybe not on
'cause
the open ocean.
I've never been on the
Why would
open
that be a
ocean with
problem?
rain before.
Well,
I mean,
if the
these
water
boats will
gets
probably
too
do all
choppy.
right, but
Your boat's fine.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about sailing.
Maybe
I've been on the lake. It's mainly about it.
It's quiet. And we get out to Norfolk, Virginia.
So when we actually make it to the military base,
Yeah.
Yeah, are these
What's the
fuckers
plan?
even still here? Like,
yeah, if
They-
the zombies are there, we're probably gonna have to bruise on by just like that party yacht.
They officially bugged out west.
hmm
If you look online, you might be able to figure out if
Facebook me.
if Norfolk is a defended position, but
Mm-hmm.
they set up, there are a bunch of cities that they've set up perimeters in, and it's unlikely that Norfolk, Virginia is one of them.
2 seconds.
You look it up.
Well, and actually, he tries to look in the articles and the rest. Like, how quickly did the military pull out? Did they pull in Afghanistan?
They're still in the process of moving. It's been a day.
I
It's
would
been
like to
Okay.
call
24
the
hours.
NCIS Norfolk
They-
field office.
They would have to have left supplies. There's no way they can load everything up on the helicopters and transport it over. There would be supplies there. It's just
And they're not going to leave the ships.
As we know, it is cheaper for the U.S. military to leave supplies behind and replace them than it is to actually transport them.
It may
there's
be
probably
cheaper when
hella
you have a working economy
Mm-hmm.
and you have supply chains you can rely on.
Do they have the means?
Have we ever had
Well-
a working economy?
And what if we're not thinking of actually the worst case scenario then? What if other people who are unfriendly have holed up in that military base and see that we have a nice boat? And we've just brought them food.
Well, we stay a decent ways away, and if they shoot, we leave.
I'd say again, we just do the glass approach and just see what we can see with the binoculars. And I think we should give it at least a good hour before we even get in.
Is there, I mean, can we contact anyone on the space? There's a radio.
Absolutely, we can. I have
we have
the
a
phone
radio
number.
actually down below.
You call their office.
I call the office number.
You get a deadline.
Fuck. Someone tripped over the line or something. It's
Oh.
dead. Or the power's out.
What time is it?
It takes you guys like a day, so a day to get down there. It should be like late afternoon,
Yeah.
early evening by the time you get to Norfolk. This city's on fire, if that helps.
Okay, well, are there lights on in the base? Like,
You look over, it's not quite late enough for the lights to be on, but you don't see a lot of activity with binoculars, so I'm not going to make you guys roll unless someone wants to roll. Yeah, sure, someone will. The system's good for that. +2 from binoculars.
Ooh.
So 8 plus, so that's 13 plus 1. So 14.
+2 from
+2
binoculars.
from binoculars.
Oh yeah, 16.
16, perfect. There are zombies in the base. It doesn't seem like there's a lot. It looks like the naval yard is clear, like they haven't gotten through the fences and the couple walls that are there, you know? But as you look through, they're like just tall, really secure chain link fences. And 2 fence sections away, there are zombies flooding the main yard.
I want to look up like an aerial image of Norfolk on Google Maps, but I
Yeah.
think that's how you get on a list.
I'm on Google Maps right now.
Especially as the couple searches before that was how to jumpstart a boat.
So you have a yard that's accessible from the docks, you know, but the dry dock doors are closed. Now there are some smaller docks that a small boat like yours could pull up to, and that's fine.
I'll pull up.
And then from that kind of naval yard, there are corridors of like fenced-in areas. There are a couple buildings, and the other side of that is what I'm talking about with your binoculars. You see there are what look like mixed military and civilian zombies flooding that yard.
The good news is most of these are probably MPs, so we really don't have to worry about their entire body being covered in armor when I shoot at them.
You shoot one
You only
shot,
shoot the head.
every single one of them are going to be after us. And they'll know where we're at.
Is there a buoy nearby, like
Yeah.
in the bay?
Yeah, there are buoys.
What if you just like drop me off on a buoy and I just fire a couple of shots and then you can swoop in the opposite way?
and leave you on the buoy?
Yeah, I mean, it's 40, 50 yards from the shore.
How
Buoys
quickly?
are always attached to the line from the bottom.
I'll have to swim away. Leave me something to float on.
It looks like, I don't know much about currents. We'll have to make sure you at least give you a flare gun if we're going to go that route, but I still don't.
I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better than riding right up to the shore. with
How loud are they
zombies.
moaning?
They're not too loud. They don't have stimulus right now. They're all just kind of shambling around in the front yard.
They're relatively quiet. I think we're
Stimulus
still
does
in the
make me
clear.
more-
It is at that point your
I
radio
was gonna say that.
Hi.
Over.
Sorry.
I have no clue. I have no clue how the hell to use this thing. You read me.
We're reading, yeah?
Over.
I think we're hearing him. Sorry.
No, you.
Is this a civilian vessel pulling up
read
to
them loud and
Norfolk Naval Base?
Yes, it is, sir. You look like you're in dire straits, to be honest.
Oh no, I'm doing just fine, buddy. But you might want to reconsider pulling your boat up to this one. You got about 150 head count of Zach in the front yard, and
Yeah, lead me
Is
in.
that like a common name?
Actually, how clear is it? You think we even can pull up safely?
not clear. Well, the shipping yard's clear, but you've only got 2 layers of protection between here and there, and it's not hard cover, so they'll see you coming.
We can always put me on a buoy.
I think how much are they attracted to gunfire?
Very.
Very.
Good. Do they rile up? Well, of course.
Oh, they don't get too quick. That's what you're worried about.
And they'll be stuck in the water and they'll be slowed down even more.
They can't swim.
Exactly. They have to walk in the water and that takes for fucking ever.
Listen, if you want to cut through to the kitchen and raid them for supplies, I've been hitting it for a couple days, but you have to go through the engineering hall, and it has a direct access door to the front yard. It should be pretty clear.
Except he's in the control
What?
room and he just fucking
I mean,
opens
if you're
the
gonna be
door.
looting off that, I
the
mean,
zombies flood
how are
in,
you gonna
takes our
leave?
boat and leaves.
Oh, I'm not leaving.
Just lost
My
the
hog's
ball.
out in the front yard, and the blimp pulled out of here about as soon as I
The
showed up.
blimp? How did
Yeah.
this man get here?
He said he left his hog in the front yard.
He's one of them weirdo.
What are you guarding? I mean, like,
Traveling
what's-
via blimp.
Sorry, all that I think is screams that we need to leave someplace safe.
That's amazing.
What the fuck?
The
Why?
U.S. military has dirigibles.
Why?
Still.
If we take your supplies, won't that be cutting into what you have to eat?
Oh no, they have enough supplies here to feed several hundred men for years, so don't worry about me.
Spoil before it goes.
Yeah, no one's popped through. Everyone's too afraid to get through that crowd at the front gate. I got here before they all mobbed up, so I'm happy as a lark.
My man's sitting pretty.
What we need is fuel too.
Yeah,
Why?
truly
We got
what
any
we're worried
fuel
about
too?
is fuel
We
and
got
water
some food, but
There should be fuel here.
in that shipping yard.
If you want some good, you want some advice.
Sure.
Unless you're heading down to Cuba, or you think you're going to go park it with one of those big nests in the Atlantic, your best bet's inland.
Nest in the Atlantic.
So you said they
What does it
left
mean?
Colorado,
Sounds like a
right?
polycule.
I could
Rockies.
be down.
Rockies.
That's
mountains.
Colorado.
Is it Colorado or Montana? I don't really know where the
Mountain
Rockies
ranges.
It's like all of them.
are. Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
What's that range called in Canada? You know, it's same range, different name.
It's still the
It's
Rockies.
still the Rockies.
It's still the
yeah.
Rockies.
But they have a name for the northern half of it that cuts
Do
through
they?
like
Fuck 'em.
Canada.
Fuck 'em.
That's northern
Canadians.
Canada. I don't care.
They burned down the White House. We don't need to worry about their names.
How well do they see at night? Do you know?
I don't think their eyes are great, but their hearing's fine.
It's almost afternoon. They won't see us. Do the lights automatically kick on, or is it like
All I'm
powered?
thinking about
sound?
is that scene in World War Z where they got like the bikes.
They cut the power when they left the base, so people couldn't access the drives, and they crashed every system.
That's
So
why I can't call them rats.
I'm almost thinking, what if we wait until night so they can't see us come in? We can quietly and try and make our way in.
if you come
Get
in
some
at
lights.
night and you can quietly dock your boat, I'll sneak you some food from the kitchen because I don't want to take any of you in there with me to get me killed.
There.
But also, we won't be able to see them at night. Which,
It's a lose-lose.
unfortunately, leaves them with the advantage because they can hear and smell better than we can. I'm assuming they smell. But they can at least hear much better than we can. So the only one who's at a disadvantage is us.
So we either have a time
general.
crunch or we have a risky night mission.
Listen, if you pull your boat up to that dock right now, you're screwing me over because I'm sitting here in the south tower, and
We can't fucking do that to them.
Yeah, if they rip those fences down, then I'm not gonna be able to sneak in and out of here at night.
Right. What if I go on a buoy on the other side of the yard?
While we
them
have
that
daylight,
way,
we can try it. Yeah.
and then his fences will be fine because they will be going towards me on the other end. And then you guys get in, get your supplies, pick me up on the way back, and we sail off to Cuba. And we go to Spain. We buy Spain.
Bye, Spain.
It's
You know
honestly
what?
the only option I see that's better than the night option, which doesn't sound like we're going to have a good time. One trip, if you don't see something,
He
and
looks
then,
at the angle of the fence in that buoy and the rest, and like, would there be a way for them to go around, or would they try and still push through in some respect?
They'd have to rip the fence down. And I could lay down some cover fire for you from up here on the tower, but the problem is they get into my yard. I'm screwed. My hog's out front, and I can't maneuver through a horde.
I think that my vote's for night. I'll do it personally.
yeah, but we still have to go with you to park the ship, and then we're all sitting ducks.
On the ship, which means you just can push off at any time.
But you're better at piloting it than we are.
Then you better wait for me well.
Do you pilot a ship?
You do pilot a ship, yes. You pilot or captain a ship.
I guarantee, though,
Capitan!
actually,
No, we haven't bought Spain yet.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you folks got a plan to get out of here?
Boat.
Boat.
Because honest, I just thought I'd sit it out in this abandoned base here until something got me dead, or
Sounds like a ship.
I ran out of food in a couple years, I guess.
I could at least give him a decent ride before he goes. Like,
Oh my god.
well, hell, if you think that you can help us get all the supplies that you can, you know that base more than us. We got a boat. My vote's you're more than welcome along. Especially since you even took the time to even talk to us.
yeah,
Yeah.
genuinely, you could have just not.
How many you got?
15.
4.
You bitch.
What's your name?
You don't give people real numbers.
Tommy,
Everett.
nice to meet you, Everett.
Nice to meet you,
Well,
Tommy.
hopefully can
Everett,
see you in the
how
flesh.
did
But
you come?
You get up and ask him there?
Yeah. How is it that you're the last man standing at this base?
Because I showed up right when they were pulling on out of here. I thought they might take me with them, but
They left you to die.
they said I'm D class, that I don't have any useful skills, and that they were struggling with the resources they had at their
Oh,
disposal.
we've already got one of those.
yeah,
So they left me in the sea yard, and they took off in their little balloon there, and now they're long gone.
Rough. That sucks.
My hog's out in the front yard, and by the time they got it in the air,
You really
front
like
gates got flooded, and well, I could get out, but I'd be on foot heading down from the backside, and I ain't leaving this place without a boat or my hog.
He really likes that pig.
got your own boat.
It's a motorcycle, you fuck.
Damn near.
So you have
obsessed
your
with
own
this-
boat in the
this
shipping
fucking
yard?
pig.
You have your own boat in the
He
shipping
showed me
yard?
one of stuff
I don't know how
all
to.
this on.
I don't know how to, run any of that.
Buy
I can
Spain
take
and
care
trade
of
it for
that.
Italy.
We'd have to split parties. It means that you probably live the ship a little bit. We just need to get off and out, far enough out.
I can do it passably.
Well, and how
think-
stocked is your boat? Because we actually have some decent supplies.
Listen, I got enough food here for an army for probably at least a year.
All right.
The problem's getting it all in and out of the kitchen without any of them creeping in through engineering.
Do you have any? Your military base. Do you have any armaments like a mortar? Could you do a long shot out?
Mortar. I mean, I think they got a couple of those canister grenade launchers, but I don't know how the hell to fire those things. I'm posted up in the south tower with a rifle.
I'm saying maybe the sound you draw them out by doing a long shot far off. Maybe at the horizon the opposite way. I don't know. I've never fired a grenade launcher before. I guess neither have you.
No.
That should
Oh,
be
the modern
Plan
day
B
is
then.
Wonderful. It's
in
actually
case things
very
go wrong.
simple.
And so, are you saying, are you wanting to come with us, or are you sticking where you're at? Because by the sound of it,
90% of modern
I don't think
armaments are
sitting there
just
and
point
dying would be a
shoot.
good option for you.
Where y'all headed?
We haven't decided. We either can go up to Canada, or to Colorado, or to Cuba. Sounds like those are the three.
Preferably at least a brief vacation in Cuba.
To be honest, I'm quite malleable to the idea of just surviving. I've kind of given up the idea of having to look for my family.
You have a family?
I had to come from somewhere.
Oh yeah, I actually got
A stork
an idea
didn't bring me, I can tell you that.
with the grenade launcher. If he can get his hands on it, I can find how to use it and talk him through it.
Do you think the zombies would notice more the toop or the?
Definitely the bang over the. I mean, it might get like initial attention, but once it detonates, they won't
It's
notice.
still a
Or if
plan
he
B,
shoots it
though.
too far. It's got to be a one-track mind on these things, right? Like,
Well, at the very least, y'all shouldn't come dock till nightfall. Why don't you hang out there in the bay and try not to drop
it's gonna
anchor?
kill us all in the dead of night.
I agree with them. I'm
Yeah.
saying for night. I know that you'd like to fire a shot off, but I think the less that they're moaning and groaning, the better.
Preferably, I would like him to fire a shot off, to be fair. But I also just think night is a really shit plan, considering none of us can see in the dark, and all we have to do is trip over something for them to know where you are.
Walk around at night. Never tripped on my own shoelaces, so.
What's the moon phase
I
like?
was gonna say, what moon phase are we in? But we have weather coming in, and it's gonna rain soon, so I'm assuming it's mostly overcast.
What's the moon phase like now?
Well, you can look
it's
up the
full
moon
moon as
phase
of
for
tomorrow.
August. A full moon tomorrow?
Mhm.
Already.
Or maybe it's tonight. I don't remember. It might be tonight.
Waning gibbous.
Okay. Tonight?
In game.
Yeah.
Waning gibbous. Not a lot of light, and besides, there's so much crap in the atmosphere these days that it's not worth the
Sorry,
lot.
it's a new moon tonight. I mean, any chance they have
Well,
like NVGs in there somewhere?
He's making
or-
sure the radio isn't on. Well, and what do we know about this guy? I'm not sure if he's military, if he hasn't. Well,
No,
yes, he's not,
He
right?
said he's a civilian. He showed up
Yeah.
here to get evac, and they told
gotta-
him to screw.
I am almost positive he's going to murder all of us in the first chance he gets.
I don't like dying.
It's very odd that he's been here by himself for so long.
Well, part of me wonders
And
if he just wants the zombies in a different part of the compound.
Exactement.
He's been here for a day,
Allegedly.
allegedly, maybe two.
It's only been a week.
Well, it's been a week since they started properly quarantining Baltimore.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Sloppy's on the same fucking wavelength I am. What if
It's
he's got
been-
10 of his best buddies in there and they just fucking mug you?
It's been 3 months since like the first
Slightest
city,
for
the first
tens.
major city fell. Baltimore fell this week. Most of the Eastern Seaboard fell this week.
Well, he's gonna get out the binoculars and try and spot him in the tower.
You don't see him right now. You wanna tell him, like, if you wanna signal him, you could, if you think he'll go for
Shoot
it.
a flare into the tower.
Oh no. Say, you said you're in that spot tower, right?
Burn down the tower.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Just so I can get the layout to make sure that the zombies don't go in your compound, because I'm gonna be the one being on the ground tonight.
Thank you, Marcelius. I said the same thing.
He like flashes. There's like a flash of light from up in the tower, and you think it might be like light reflecting off of the scope of a rifle.
Dog.
All right. Tell you what.
He knows how many of
Shoot.
us there are. He knows where we're going to be. He's got the home field advantage.
And he's got a rifle.
Genuinely, I do not
Oh, yeah,
trust this man.
Radio off.
Like, at all. Like, at all.
Not to be reading a character, but do you trust anybody?
Well, you guys have done me fine so far.
Exactly, and he could just too. We all met in a car, randomly, barely even knew each other's names.
Yes, where the field was level. We were all running for our lives into a vehicle.
You can't say that be safe forever. I mean, we have to take some risks. And there's a lot of food over there.
To be fair, I don't.
There
think
could be no food. You're taking his word for it.
The military just up and left, and I don't see them up there. I see a
You
man.
could roll insight.
Yeah,
Try to really read into his motives here.
yeah. I'll give it a roll. Did you say anything that was kind of weird? Let's see. 11?
Talking about his hog a lot.
Got that motorcycle. Because, like, the worst it could be, maybe he's part of the gang.
He said that they left by dirigible, which is kind of weird, but honestly, United States military still has a dirigible force.
that blows my mind.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
not
a real thing.
completely unheard of, but like, that's just such a huge risk.
How much further can we get with the fuel that we have?
Down to the south end of Virginia.
And then the other problem is potentially finding a vehicle that can get us across the United States. I don't even know how long that drive is. Has anyone done that?
It's about 4 days if you stop. Take it 9.
If you don't stop, from where to where? To Rockies?
From Colorado to North Carolina is 3.5 days if you stop.
Mm-hmm. If you don't stop, it should be like 28 hours.
Yeah.
If you do the cannonball run, it's like 26
I'm just thinking,
from
though.
coast to coast.
Mm-hmm.
Or
But you also know
something like
the interstate highway's got to be clogged to hell with people trying to run
Yeah.
from anywhere to anywhere.
Right. But
I almost
Side
have,
back roads though.
well, and I have a working theory. As the amount of zombies increase, the amount of people decreases. And the zombies, of course, are going to try and follow the people. Everyone's heading west, north, or south. Maybe a lot of food actually wouldn't do us too bad.
no, it wouldn't hurt us at all. But there's just something strange that one man is holding a naval base.
There's a lot of zombies outside that fence. But I don't hear any gunfire. I was like in the background.
This is a good timing for
It's in
that.
the city, yeah.
Oh. At least in our zone, our area.
I mean, either way, I'm staying with the boat. But I don't think this is a good idea. I get really bad vibes from him. Did not pass the
Whoa.
vibe check.
That's,
The vibe check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's make a decision here at some point. You want to put it to a vote? It's up to you guys. It's your party. Your lives.
I'll do it.
I mean, yeah, you do you. The second he steps on that boat without you, he's getting capped. And then I'm just going to take my chances piloting this boat. Marcelius raises a good point in that if he does fire around, he is also in danger.
Yeah. If he fires around at you guys, unless he has a suppressed rifle, even then it's still moderately loud.
Well, he's on a naval base. There are knives and bullshit. There's all kinds of.
There's
weapons.
also the chance he just stabs you.
Yeah. Pipe wrench, you know.
I don't plan
like,
on letting him get that close, to be honest.
Well, Godspeed, friend.
Okay, well.
Just to go
let's-
over the plan and the rest. So you're sitting tight there. I'll just go in and get some food.
Well, I know the kitchen better than you do, and I know the right corridor to cut through in the engineering building. I can go get you your food if one of y'all can hang out up in my tower and let me know if they are moving anywhere.
In the tower.
Yeah, the tower's got full view of the entire base except the south entrance to the mess, but
That's all. Is
Hopefully
that
we
connected
let him
right to
know.
the kitchen?
yeah, but if they start moving that way, you'll be able to tell me.
Well, and
Why does
the only radio that we have is this one rigged up to the boat. I don't think we'll have good communication unless you got a cell number.
We got there are backups upon backup radios in the base.
I have to find one. Let's see. I just want to get the food on our boat, to be honest, and get on out of here.
Yeah.
How much food do you have?
Up in my tower. I can't carry all that much these days, so not a whole lot. I was only able to move up a little bit last night.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, and how long have the zombies been out there at the fence? Did they move in at a certain point?
They moved in, gotta be 2 days ago now.
Do you think they're ever going to move away? Have you seen some of them do it?
A couple of them have wandered back out towards the streets, people a couple blocks down making noise, drawing them, but they're going to need something loud and distracting. They're all kind of keeping each other in this same area because they make small noises, and then they stick together and they make more small noises.
Yeah.
What if we left this boat out here and took the raft?
Took your inflatable life raft. If anything happens to the raft,
Yeah. But, I mean, if the boat is out here and maybe we put the radio on full blast or something, I don't know, to try to draw them out?
if you're heading down to Cuba, I think I'd go with you if you wanted me, if I'm welcome. And I can work for my keep, and I'm gonna help you folks get all this food, right? But if we're going inland, then I want to go get Persephone from the front yard. And
To be honest, I don't think that's going to happen.
no, I don't think it is either, unless we let them flood the sea yard. But then
That's our escape route.
This guy is so obsessed with this fucking motorcycle.
Have you met people that ride motorcycles?
Unfortunately, yes.
he's a
Yes.
southerner with a sniper rifle and a motorcycle. That's like,
Unfortunately, I grew
To
up
be
with
honest,
bikers.
Yeah.
Think of it this way, too. There's plenty of other motorcycles out there, though. Probably not the same one, but
yeah, but that one's
Eugene
special.
and somebody, I don't know.
What?
heck,
Oh, let him join. I like the cut of his jib.
What?
It's character.
If we're leaving it all behind,
Said his name was Everett.
Yeah.
if we're leaving it all
Who do we
behind, I
taste
know
like?
my folks would want me to keep it on, but I'd prefer not to leave her if we're gonna just head further inland.
I mean,
I don't think we're ready to make a decision on that yet. Well, he doesn't say this on the
we're
radio.
definitely not heading inland right now.
Yeah, inland right now wouldn't be a good idea.
Even if we just get a bunch of food on this boat tonight, we could make a decision about where we're going to go, and if we're going to go inland, I'm sure you could get your bike tomorrow.
Well, and we can see how well we can actually get the food, for one. If it goes successfully, all's quiet, we meet up in the kitchen.
That's
Both of
true.
us can actually try and get food, and you can make your decision if you're joining our little refuge, because to be honest, we just need to find a direction that's going to bring us to be alive, not dead, and worst comes worst, we just can turn around and drop you back off.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea, honestly. Any one of these days, something could go wrong, and they all come flooding through the fences, and then I'm screwed. So,
Well, and the closer they are, well, closer to danger.
yeah.
My plan is, no matter what, be far away from them, or at least as far as I can be. So, if you want to stay, you can stay up in that tower and keep me overwatch, or you can meet me down in the kitchen. We'll grab as much as we can, and then we'll be on our merry way out.
All right. So, sorry, run that by me again. Either he stays in the tower and is on Overwatch, or he joins you in the kitchen.
Yeah, and then we can leave.
All right. Well, we can hit kitchens, but I don't want to take all four of you. So we need someone keeping watch anyway.
Totally fine.
Someone,
Staying in the boat.
someone quick,
To be
someone
honest,
quiet.
I'm the only one who's volunteered, and I'm quick. Don't know about quiet.
Tell him nobody else trusts you. All right, guy. It looks like it's all you, buddy.
I need to stay on the
Wait,
boat.
what?
I need to stay on the boat in case it has to be piloted away.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I have to go?
And I have to defend the boat because I have guns. Pull out coffee
Shit.
mug.
Guy, are you up for it?
Shit. I just do what I'm told, man.
Sir Guy of House Gan, are you up for this mission? This
I just
quest?
do what I'm told.
That's a yes. Do it. There you go.
Fuck.
I could use an extra pair of eyes.
Fuck.
I don't need those.
Damn it. It was worth a shot. Okay.
You going?
Sure.
All right. After night falls, you guys are gonna bring the boat up to the yard real quiet like. Guy, this is you now. We have a couple minutes left of session. You're gonna go meet Everett. And actually, he'll probably come down to meet the both of you.
Break the mug. Release the beast.
And then I'm going to need a skill challenge between you and Everett. Everett will help you. I'll give you one successful roll from him. And he can assist you on things if he's trained in it. But you need to succeed 2 rolls. Yeah.
Can you spend your luck on someone else if you're not with them?
I like that, if you want to.
Perfect. I got you, Ty. I got 5 luck points.
Holy 1 HP.
1 HP.
I mean, I took 4.
4 HP, 2 luck.
No, I took 4 luck, 2 HP.
Not bad.
See, perfect. No one's been using their luck. So, like,
I'll use mine.
yeah,
Well, we had to get the boat.
we had to get the
We
boat.
would have
So what do you add to stealth 2?
We'd have been
Yes.
fucked.
Okay. So you might need the luck here. The DC is 16. Bam! You're gonna get an assist. So you guys get up in the yard, and this guy comes really quietly sneaking his way across. First thing you notice, Tommy, he has 1 arm. He's in a biker jacket, like unzipped halfway down. He's like a wife beater white tank top under it, right? He's
Yeah.
just like this. He's this.
Little Confederate flag tattoo
No.
right above the stuff.
He has like that side shaved, like kind of slightly longer and like slick back on top. It's like slick back with like motor oil, you know?
Oh God.
It's what he has. It's all he has. He's like
Why
a little.
worry
He's
about your
dirty.
haircut?
He looks a little like unhealthy,
Boomer from Days Gone.
and he comes creeping on up with just like this high power bolt action rifle with a silencer on it. And
How the fuck does he manage the bolt action rifle
It is-
with 1 arm?
he doesn't fire it.
Sits in the roost, perches it between his toesies, and
He comes creeping on up to you guys. You Tommy?
Everett.
All right. And
Guy.
all right,
This guy.
guy.
It's a name.
We're gonna go hit the kitchens. So they got 2 doors they can get into that area from. But I mean, I've been here for 2 days and I ain't seen anyone go through those doors yet. There's just enough distraction out on the street. So.
Did either of you take a gun?
would you
Yeah,
like a
shouldn't
gun?
I'll take it.
I'll have the
Okay,
coffee
I'll give you
mug.
the snub since it's closer and you're
So.
going to be in close quarters.
I'm gonna leave you with my
Take my
rifle.
bullet back.
Okay. And you got to use it in case we need cover fire coming back if something chases us out and through the fence complex. But I got old Jim Bowie here and guy, you know. All right, well, don't make any noise.
Have you ever seen Cabin in the Woods?
Mm-mm.
So there's a stoner in it that
You
has
guys go.
a telescopic mug
I need
that he also uses as a bomb.
skill checks.
That's what that
Yeah.
reminds me of because
Yeah.
he beats a zombie to death with
You can
Nice.
use luck after the roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Stealth number 1.
Stealth.
I mean, 16. Not with that.
Not
Not
with
with
that. Not even close with a
Okay,
10.
you spend a luck.
Spend a luck.
Okay. 1 luck, you auto succeed. Not bad. You're not good at what you do, but you're lucky.
That was the idea.
You walk like right into the plain view of a zombie, and it's looking the opposite direction, and then you just like get back behind cover, right as it's turned there, and it just turns and keeps walking the other way. Ooh, so close. Okay, I need another success. You get a stealth. I need another skill. Sprint's fine. Heaves
Oh my
fine.
God.
Evasion's
That's
fine.
what
I
guy
think, yeah, I
needs.
probably have the best bet at just like quiet sprinting than the rest. Like he just makes sure, actually, like, yeah, he just has these little sandals, and as long as he runs in the right places, he'll just do the duck crouch, like, from point to point.
Okay, and then Everett's gonna roll his thing because he knows.
Oh, we're gonna need a
layout
luck.
of the space.
I got you. I spend the
bad.
luck.
Not bad.
Oh, okay, because yeah, I was about gonna spend mine.
Don't worry. I'll spend one of my 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Everett's. Shit, Everett's gonna spend luck too. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, he auto got helped me because
Okay.
I didn't make it.
Auto success, good stuff. We have 3 successes just from 3 lucks, but that's fine.
We need luck, man.
Yeah, luck's good. Don't worry, there's a way to get it back.
Let's be lucky.
You guys go. Okay, there's a lot of food here. Everett can't carry shit. He has one hand. You know,
I don't want
like he has an arm, but it ends at it ends at the elbow.
As we were getting up there in the rest, how clear was the path to be able to go back to the docks?
It's not very circuitous. You just have to go through like 2 doors and then an open fence gate. But you have to kind of creep through it. It's not super wide open, you know.
Okay. And I'm sure they have rucksacks and other things.
Yeah. You guys can carry on your persons. Well, I guess this is outside the skill challenge. I want a heave check from both of you to determine how much you can carry on your person per trip.
8.
8's not terrible.
Oh. Okay, that's not bad. So 9. Yep.
Did nobody take a backpack or like?
Well, no, because we were expecting to like be able
have
to
my
bring the
backpack.
stuff militarily. Yeah. Because my little small hiking backpack can carry small stuff, but if we're talking like that,
Yeah, you
hopefully
have
it's
your
already
backpack?
prepackaged.
Good. So your backpack, you can carry as much food as you can fit in that.
Half-eaten sandwich.
No.
Dang it.
Well, there's probably
You said-
totes there
you said
too.
9.
Yeah, that he actually can pick up as
Yeah.
well.
You can be ballsy and like pick up a crate.
No.
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 Okay.
Well,
then
it's
you
like
have
just
to-
well, it depends on how big the crate is. Like, is there duffel bags or any sort of military backpacking?
There'd probably be some. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Then he'd do those because those are much more
Cool.
easy to carry than just
More
like a big old
manageable.
like, crate.
And then you get another one of those, fill it up, and put it on Everett's shoulders as well.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys get 3 big backpacks. You could probably get like 4 or 5 if you want to load up. It just depends.
And how close were those zombies? Like, yeah.
At one point, they were like, 20 feet from you on the other side of a door.
No, we're not gonna load up that heavy.
Okay, so just 3 big bags full of food
That's time.
And some water.
Water.
and some water.
Oh yeah, we definitely have yeah,
Water is
And
kind of
actually,
our
if there's
bigger
purification
concern.
tablets or anything like that, like, God, I hope there is something.
I need a perception check or a foraging check from you, and if you succeed, you can find some.
Ooh, 14.
Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah, you find some purification tablets.
Oh, hell yes.
Baller.
And our chemical engineer can make us some new ones.
With what?
I don't know, that's your job.
chemicals.
He's like, all right, I got
Yeah.
some bleach.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's
Load
just
that up.
potassium.
You
iodide,
guys
isn't it?
bring each of you like 5 days worth of food and water per person, right?
All right.
For the group,
And that's
So-
without rationing?
without
Rationing.
rationing. So you guys could stretch that out.
So we're 11, and so we're at now. So
You could stretch
11
it out
plus
to, like-
15, so
Yeah.
We can roll for
26.
logistics when they get back.
yeah, 26 without rationing.
Yeah. Nice. Good job. Okay.
No, it's more than that because Tafa's saying it's 5.
Full days for
5
everyone.
per person.
Yeah. So that's 15 days plus
Oh.
the 18 that we had. So right
Oh, yeah,
now
so actually
we're
there's
at
more.
33 days without rationing.
You get a month of food.
Yeah.
You don't eat it too quick if no one gets hurt.
I'm already dieting.
You guys start moving. I need one more perception check from either one of
I had one. What do you add?
I had one.
Nice. Who's assisting you?
You know what? I believe in you, Ty.
Oh, that's a
Roll
mistake.
well. I assist him. Oh, the good thing I didn't fucking roll. I can't assist. Wait, in assist you don't roll anymore, right? Or do you?
you. You get whoever you're assisting gets advantage.
oh,
You get another
so
D6.
Oh, thank God. Oh, nice. So that's 14 total.
You do not notice. So to go from the mess hall back to the sea yard or the naval yard. Mess hall is a building. You go through there. You go into the hall, like the main hall, and there's an engineering block From engineering block, there's a door. So you're already going through like 3 doors, right? And then going through 2 barely open, shimmyable fence gates, and then you're in the naval yard. It's only a couple hundred feet, right? And as you get to the end of the engineering block and out into the open kind of like chain link fence corridor between the 2 main yards, you see a person. Not a zombie. You see a human being.
Dog.
Stalking between the 2 corridors. And as we end the session here, you see there is a person in full black military tactical gear with like a fully kitted out assault rifle. And you see he has like the huge goggles and the big red A.
NVG.
Big red A painted on his forehead.
Oh, he's an adulterer.
No. Someone roll
He's
some
gonna touch
kind
me.
of, someone one of the 2 of you roll some kind of knowledge check.
Good look at it, dude. Come on.
Knowledge logistics.
It's not hard. You need to roll like
Scarlet letter.
an 8.
I have a logistics knowledge, and that's it.
No.
No,
Then
so
just roll history for me.
History, okay.
Yeah.
Come on, guy. You live on the internet.
6.
6.
Is this worth a luck?
It could be life or death here.
Yes, I'd say it's worth a luck.
Oh, damn.
It could be the difference
Well,
between him plugging you or
Oh,
not.
no, you can't assist. Yeah.
Luck.
Luck.
I'm down to
Auto
2.
success. That is a member of one of the Alpha squads. Those are the special forces that the United States military inserted at home and abroad before the Great Panic fully kicked into gear. These guys are the task-trained, hard-hitting zombie killers. These are like zombie special forces. There's one guy in the corridor. He stops, you stop, you stare at each other. He immediately like reaches up for his collar for the
Plug him.
walkie-talkie there.
Take him down.
And as we're ending session here with the 2 of you and Everett, he just, oh shit, as the dude ducks back in the doorway on the other end of the building and disappears.
Mug.
If you guys choose to play again next Monday, if you want to help me continue to test the system, and also just have some zombie killing fun, you guys might actually be able to make it to Cuba by the end of the next session. So, that could be safety.
Party in Cuba, boys.
But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for playing.
Yeah.
I hope you've had fun. I know I'm having fun. It's nerve-wracking in a survival horror game, but it's fun.
I'm having a good time.
And audience, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have had a great time. Make sure you try to tune in Mad King on Wednesday. Do you know?
I believe so.
Make sure you tune in Wednesday night for Mad King, Thursday for Elden Ring. Unfortunately, there won't be any Requiem Vast Horizons for the rest of the month because one of our players is getting married, and I also am working next Friday night. So, until then, guys, this has been D20 House.
Goodbye.
Over and out.